Yeah.
Hey, 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 hey. Oh, wait a minute. Make sure the microphone's working. Hello, hello. Let me turn off the music. All right, all right. Wait a minute. Let me fix this here. Hold on a second, y'all. Oh, I got Raising Cane going on across the thing. Y'all, we not talking about no Raising Cane tonight. Okay, wait a minute. Let me fix this. Lord, why do I wait until the last minute and get things going? Y'all know me. I know y'all love me. That's why y'all hanging here with me when I'm all over the place. Okay, wait a minute. Let me fix one more thing. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. Lord, I'm sorry. Woo, I'm all over the place today. Girl, not feeling good today, but I'm here. Okay. If this your first time here, you probably say, who is this crazy ass lady up here? I am Inga underscore 71. Some people call me Ginger Snaps, okay? But I haven't been up here for a while doing a throwback movie. I can't remember the last one I did. Um, but however, I'm doing a throwback movie today, a 80's classic, okay? And this is my era right here, okay? Because I'm the 70s, 80s girl. So this is my era right here. And so we doing Do the Right Thing, okay? And the question of the evening, did Mookie do the right thing? Or who did the right thing? Okay, we're gonna break all this kind of stuff down. And I also have my home girl. Now she from New York. So she really gonna put me on to some of the stuff. Now I don't think she from Brooklyn. I think she from the Bronx, but she knows all the streets in New York. So she gonna put me onto things that was going on during that time in the 80's and different things. She might know some of these streets and everything. So let me bring my home girl up here, Tamika's Den from the BX. What's
Hey
going
y'all,
on?
what's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What is going on, child? Today I ain't feeling all that great, but I said, you know something, I'm gonna still come up here anyway. You know how it is when you don't feel good, but I said I'm gonna get my ass up here because these are people, and they make me have, even if I ain't feeling good, I feel better once we up here laughing and talking with the people. So
Yeah, that's true. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, I wasn't feeling too bad, but then I actually started feeling sick while me and Candy was on the daggone live earlier. So, but I'm hanging in here. I said, let me get up here and talk about this movie because I had this on my list too. So when I see that you had it set up, I said, "Oh, Inga girl, can I join you?" And I said, "This
yeah,
was
no,
on my list of one of my movies I wanted to talk
I'm
about."
going to I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to start doing maybe once a month.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna lie and say it's gonna be no every week, every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie, but I'm gonna try to do at least once a month because it take time, y'all. Y'all
It
is in the
do.
chat
It
and
really does.
y'all don't know how it works. We gotta watch the movie. We gotta maybe have some notes. We gotta have maybe try to have pictures so that we can
Hmm.
it's just a lot. But
Yeah, I
anyway, but
definitely want to get back to them. So we was talking behind the scenes about that, but
oh yeah,
I
I'm gonna
got
do
list
it.
upon list upon list: mafia movies, gangster movies, throwback movies, flashback movies, celebration movies. It was a time when I would try to shine a light on certain actors or movies, and so I want to bring some of those back too. At least, like you were saying, at least once a month, because I didn't realize how long
At
it
least
had
I'm gonna
been.
try to do once a month. Just do,
Hmm.
especially through maybe at least for the summer. I'm gonna try to get
Yeah,
once a month. So if
definitely.
I can get this month, this is July. Try to get one, if
Hmm.
maybe two, but I'm gonna try to get at least one in August. So we'll see. But I got a bunch of movies that I want to get done, and I got to go through to make sure go through my list that we ones I've already did, so I don't go back and repeat
Yeah.
the
Because
same one.
sometimes
So
you forget which ones you did.
I,
Yeah.
I know I have forgotten, so I need to write down so I don't
Mhm.
make the. Let me say hi to who is here. Daria, what's going on? How you doing? CJ, hello. All I see.
Yeah.
Miss Niecy.
What's
Yes,
going
it's
on,
a
Miss
classic
Nisi?
movie. And this is Miss Niecy's era too, because she in her 50s
Mhm.
like me. Oh well, now Tamika's in the 50s, so she this all our age group now.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, so this weather got my sinuses and allergies cutting up.
Yeah, it's
And oh yes,
everywhere.
and that smog, y'all. I'm gonna just say this.
Mhm.
I ain't getting into no whole bunch of things about it, but if it's hitting your state, wherever y'all live in, I think Miss Niecy says she's in Michigan. You in New York. I'm in the
Mhm.
Maryland, D.C. area. That smog is hitting all over, coming down from Canada. And y'all up there, up top, getting it probably worse than where we getting it. But outside today, you couldn't see no trees. You couldn't see nothing. That thing was thick today. It wasn't that bad yesterday. Today it was very thick. So they telling people to go out if you come outside, wear a mask, or if you got asthma and all these other kind of things, just try to stay in the house as much as you can. But and the smell, you can smell like smoke a little bit. So yeah, Michigan, I'm sure, because y'all right there at Canada. Y'all right there. So did y'all get it in your area or some parts in New York? I know New York got it because I saw it on the
Yeah, it was definitely here, but I didn't smell the smoke as bad today as I did yesterday, and the day before was real bad. I still had
mm-hmm,
my mask on because I had to go off on an appointment. A lot of people had masks on, but I didn't smell it
mm-hmm.
that stick today. In my area, I think if you was downtown in Manhattan, you got it a little worse.
Yeah.
But
So
that
y'all
day
just be
before,
y'all just
oh,
be careful.
it was horrible. Yeah,
Yeah, everybody just be careful.
everybody
Whatever
stay
state.
safe.
Mo 69, you be safe in your. I know it's up. You up top too. You up. I mean, Midwest area. Y'all
Hmm.
getting it up there too. So everybody just be safe. You know,
Yeah,
be smart. Um, and because it's I don't know what the hell is going on. But they need to figure out why they having these wildfires. This is not the first time, man. We had this like
no,
a
yeah.
year or two ago, and it was real bad. Yeah, you said it was real bad yesterday. I'm sure because what it is making this way down to me now in the Maryland D.C. area. So the wind is probably pushing it down here. So it probably was real bad for y'all yesterday, and now we're getting the residuals of it here. So we can't see the fires, but we see all the fall, the smog and the smoke and whatever it is. Yeah. So anyway, y'all just be careful. I just want to tell everybody that. Yeah, it happened a couple years ago. 2023. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Um, yeah. Oh, you got in West Virginia. Okay, so everybody is affected by this. Everybody along. Okay, so everybody just be careful. Everybody look out for people. All right, so we're gonna get into this movie, y'all. Do the Right Thing. Okay, it came out in 1989. Like Public Enemy said, 1989. That's the year I graduated high school. Okay, so now y'all put two and two together and figure out how old I am. But I don't never lie about my age anyway. Um, 1989, I graduated that May or June, whatever it was. And the movie came out June 30th, 1989. So it's now been 37 years. Okay. Some of y'all, well, probably the ones in this chat is old enough to know what's going on. But anybody, some people, if they under 37, they wasn't even around when the movie was going on. But I'm sure most people have seen it, over the years. But I went to me, I went to the movies and saw it when it came out, when it dropped, and it was a hot ass summer that year too. It seemed like it was a hot summer that year when it came
Yeah,
out.
I remember going to my mother used to take us to the movies all the time. She had to see every Spike Lee movie in the theater. She had to see every Whoopi
Hmm.
Goldberg in the movie.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
just our family time. So
and
I remember her
yeah,
taking me to see this movie with her.
yeah. Same way I went to see all those movies back then. So at this point, let's see, because I graduated because my birthday's in the fall. I graduated when I was 17, so I was 17. I was just about to turn 18 that in the later that fall. So I was 17, about to turn 18 when this movie came out, and so it's let me get my slides up here. Hold on a second. Uh, get my slides. Okay. All right. Yeah, do the right thing. Okay. So, but before I go into the whole minutiae of it, we want to definitely I'm going to call you Moochie. Lord have mercy. Tamika, call shout out the cast. Like, it was a great cast.
Yeah.
Spike Lee as
everybody named Mother was in here. I was like, dang, it's an all-star cast, but I had forgot about Martin. I was rewatching it to kind of freshen up my mind, and I'm like, I forgot Martin was in here. Like, we really did.
Danny Aiello, rest in peace.
People, yes.
Yeah, Danny Aiello, rest in peace. Ozzie Davis, rest in peace. Ruby D, rest in peace. Giancarlo Esposito. Giancarlo Esposito. Bill Nunn, who played Radio Raheem, rest in peace. John Turturro. I'm just naming the ones that most people know the names. Roger Smith, who plays Smiley. Rosie Perez. Spike Lee's sister, Joie Lee. Martin Lawrence, like you said, Robin Harris, rest in peace. Paul Benjamin, rest in peace. Frankie Faison, I think Frankie Faison's still alive. He also played, y'all know him also from The Wire as well.
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson played Mr. Senior Love Daddy. You know, who else? And then one of them racist officers was Danny Aiello's brother. He also just passed away too about a year ago. Rick Aiello. Let me see. Frank Vincent, rest in peace. A whole bunch of people here who passed away.
Yeah.
A bunch of people. Frank Vincent, who played the man who was in the who got his car sprayed up in the end. He needed, So it's a lot of people here who had passed away, but it was definitely a star-studded cast, like you said.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Candy Love.
What's up, Candy?
Okay, so let me also give a little bit of quick little information here about this movie. Wait a minute. This movie, so like I said, it was released June 30th, 1989. The budget was $6.2 million. It killed in the box office. It made $37.3 million in the box office. That's a smash right there to me. That's a smash. If you spend $6 million and made 37, you made your money back double, more than enough time. So yeah, that was a smash right there. So, and now this movie has now become like a like it's not only a classic. It's one of Spike Lee's, one of his best, besides Malcolm X and stuff like that. It's one of his best movies. It's in the top. If you're doing a top 10 list of his movies, it's in there. It's Malcolm X. It's Do the Right Thing. It's School Days. It's like Jungle Fever. It's definitely iconic. It's iconic. Spike did his thing on this movie. The soundtrack was fire. Public Enemy playing all through the damn thing, and then it was a great soundtrack. And we start off with our girl Rosie Perez. She was fight the power. She just kept, she was dancing, punching. She she danced so long in that opening trailer to me. We should just do some exercises just to that opening trailer. We'll lose 15 pounds. She danced for so hard and so long for that opening credit. She was dancing her ass off, and then everybody, those are us 50 and over who used to watch Soul Train. She used to be on Soul Train doing her thing too back in the day. Yeah, but y'all can watch the old clips on YouTube. She used to be on Soul Train doing her thing. Oh yes, Mo Better Blues is on that list. That's another one that I'm going to recap too.
Yeah,
That one I'm gonna do
I
Jungle
love that
Fever.
movie. That's one of my favorites.
Yes, I'm gonna do that one. Now that I got the Spike Lee, he got a bunch of them that I could do. Yeah, so um, yeah, I might have to go on the Spike Lee, rabbit hole right now because he he was doing it. He was doing it. Oh yeah, Sugar Hill's gonna be one. That's not a Spike Lee movie, but I'm gonna do that one too. Look, we got a long list, Juan. I'm going to get through these all. I'm gonna try my best to get through a lot of them. Yeah, she was getting it in, Monique. She was doing her thing. That opening credits last about at least 10 minutes. Okay, her dancing, and then it opens up with what did I say his name was? Wait a minute, I just had the name.
Well,
Oh Lord, I hate when I can't remember the name. Mr. Senior Love Daddy.
yeah, I
Okay.
knew it was loving
Yeah,
it.
Mr. Senior. He's like a little local radio station that was right there in the neighborhood, and he played all the music. And um, back in the day, Tamika, they used to be local radio stations, and a lot of them got all bumped out now by the bigger radio stations now. But remember, they used to be. I'm sure in New York, y'all definitely had them because we had them here in DC. We had local radio stations.
Yeah.
And but the big boys come in and knock them
Sure.
out.
Even
And
a lot of the big ones is going down. A lot of
oh, the
stuff
big
is
one's gone now too.
podcasts and everything else started taking over. But yeah, back then it was like the local radio stations. Watching this, I realized that you could actually play this movie, and if it was somebody that don't know, because half these kids don't be knowing nothing about movies and actors and stuff these days anyway, and you told them this was 2026 and not 1989, they will probably believe you because a lot of this stuff is still the same
Current
exact way. Like
right now.
the, I was
Yes.
like, wow, like you know
Yes.
how they say history repeats itself. There's a lot of stuff in here that I was like, this is still going on in this day and time right now. But
Yeah. No. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. No. You're absolutely right. I thought that same thing. This is and that's the beauty of the way he wrote this script. It's not a movie that it's only for that time frame and you ain't gonna be able to
hmm
understand it. It's still
yeah,
going. Everything we're talking about is still going on
hmm
right now, and which is sad. I
yeah.
mean, it's a lot of funny stuff in this movie. Now, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
it is
It's a
because I
it's
was
a
saying it's
it's some comedy in
realistic.
here too. Now, it's some
It's
comedy in here too.
realistic because like summertime, you gonna see your
Right,
OGs
that's what
out
I'm
there. You
saying.
gonna see the little old lady in the window. You know the
Right,
people that everybody know them on the
right,
block. In the summertime, we
right.
definitely used to have the hydrant open. Everybody running and getting in that
Yes,
water because it's hot as hell.
right,
So
right.
it was a lot of little things that I was like, Dad, yeah, I remember that. Definitely don't nobody step on your damn sneaker. You cleaning the
Yeah,
sneaker with
right.
the toothbrush.
No,
And you got your
everything.
racist people, you got your y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, gentrification. Yeah, yeah. I
Gentrification
mean,
going on.
yeah,
That was probably the start of it. Is way, way, way. Please, they started with Brooklyn and Manhattan, and they worked their way up. Okay,
yeah, and
none of the
it's
places look the
going on
same anymore.
everywhere. Every
Yeah,
state
hmm
is not no one place. It's all over
yeah,
the United States. I don't care if you live in
hmm
Oklahoma or
exactly.
Nebraska or wherever. If there was a black neighborhood, those people came in there and infiltrated it and took it over. And it is what it is. It's all over the place. Mookie is counting his little coins. You got Smiley, he's like a little, how everybody got somebody in the neighborhood, everybody know he a little, maybe a little slow, a little off, a little whatever, but everybody like him. And he's he might be a little annoying at times, but everybody like him, and so, and he's trying to you know, sell his little picture of Martin and Malcolm, and it's hot as the Dickens. The mayor getting up early, in the morning, and it's hot. That's Mookie there with his sister, and yeah, I mean, listen, when it's hot outside, you don't want nobody in your face. It is just hot, hot, hot. You know what I'm saying? And just
Mm-hmm.
because and everybody just because you even have an air condition don't mean that everybody. Oh, well, let me say this: everybody don't even have air condition. Unfortunately,
Right.
a lot of people don't have it. But even if you do, because there's times I ain't always had no air conditioning, and I had to suffer through it. You know what I'm saying? Until we get one. But
Mm-hmm.
even if you got one, when it's 100+ degrees, that air can't even really work good. You got had the fans going. You got it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot. We just went through it. We going
Yeah.
through it now. It was 100 degrees yesterday. It was 100 degrees down here yesterday. So and now okay, so we got okay, you know, I ain't even gonna be nice about them. We got the Sal who got his Sal Pizzeria and his son Pino who's racist.
Mm-hmm.
He's a straight up racist. He ain't even hiding the racism or nothing. But don't be fooled. Sal racist too. Sal is
Yeah.
racist too. It came out later on, and we'll get there. Sal got it's in there. It's like I think with a lot of them, it's there. It's right there on the surface. It just takes something to for them to spit it out. But it's always right there with some of them. And I'm not saying generalizing all Italians, and I ain't generalizing all white people. I'm just saying, but some of them, that racism is right there on the surface until something happened. But not with Pino in the black shirt. He was like, uh, he just straight up, he just said the N word, all kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he don't even want to be there. But the father was like, no, he want his sons there working with him, uh, at the pizzeria. He said he don't want to be around these people. I loathe these people. He hated being around black people.
Yeah.
Period. But the younger brother was he didn't have a problem with being around black. He liked his friends was black. He had no problem with it. So a lot of this stuff, this racist and stuff, Tamika, is it's you're not born with it. It's something what you're taught.
Yeah,
You're
it's
taught
definitely
this stuff.
taught.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
taught
it's
this stuff.
definitely taught. And it was like night and day because the other brother, like you said, he
Wait a
didn't
minute,
have
keep
no
talking. I'm gonna get my
issues.
other glasses. Mhm.
He didn't have no issues, but Pino was outright with it. And in a way, I was wondering why Sal was forcing him. Like, I get it. You saying this is a pizzeria, you want to keep it in the family, and you want them to learn business. And he felt like he had already built it and had it here all these years. Because I think Pino mentioned something at one point about why don't we is it Bensonhurst? I can't remember. And a lot of stuff happened out there in Bensonhurst. I remember that.
No,
He
you're right.
wanted,
It is. It's Bensonhurst.
yeah, he wanted them to kind of stay there. And he was like, no, this is where I've been at, and they love my pizza, and this, that, and the third. But,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of got what he was saying, but at the same time, I was like, why didn't he
Hey,
just let
Shane.
him,
Mm-hmm.
go do what the hell he wanted to do? Why even bring him there? Because it wasn't like he wasn't vocal about it. He was very vocal about how he felt and that he didn't want to be there. So,
Right, right. He was definitely vocal about it, but
mm-hmm.
so Mookie he works at the pizzeria. He delivers the pizza on foot, but really it's just delivering the pizza just on that block
Yeah, it's
because
in the
he ain't go
neighborhood.
far. He just delivered right on
Mm-hmm.
that block. Yeah.
He
Um,
wasn't driving making deliveries. He literally was walking around the block.
he was literally
That
just
was like the easiest job.
that was a very easy job. You just going next
Mm-hmm.
door, dropping off.
Right.
Exactly. And you got a mother sister who played by the
Mm-hmm.
legendary, beautiful Ruby D. Can't say nothing
Yes, I
great about
love
her.
Ruby D. God bless
Love,
her.
love, love, love her. Um, and she's sitting in the window. Oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna go back to that one more time about the window. Tamika is definitely right. I didn't grow up in New York, but I grew up in the DC area down here, and we had women just like this who sat up
Mm-hmm.
on the stoop, who sat in the window, sat up on the front porch, whatever
Yep.
it is, and they signifying, gossiping, knowing everything was going on. They know when you're coming and
Mm-hmm.
going. And I used to get in trouble because they would sit there and tell my mother on my phone,
Yep.
if I went in school, or I ain't gonna do, I ain't whatever it was, nosy ass. I'm like, if this witch don't mind her goddamn business, that's what I used to think as a child. But as an adult, I appreciate these women.
Yeah.
I appreciate the men too. It was men like this too, men and women, the old heads in the neighborhood. But when you a child and you 10 years old, you like if they don't mind their damn business.
Exactly.
But they was like Miss Niecy said, the good neighborhood watch. Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you ain't hearing from me.
You ain't.
I ain't want the gossip.
Shout out to Kim Wayans or that living color. That's
yes.
I ain't want to gossip, yeah. But they know every damn
but know
thing.
everything. Yep.
Oh wait a minute, what Miss Niecy said about Spike Lee walking with his pigeon toes?
Yes.
He is very pigeon toed. He is extremely, and he still is. Yes, he still is, right. So they go into the pizzeria, and of course, like I said, Pino just racist, always saying he getting on Mookie for showing up late, or I don't, just bitching and complaining. He just work. He worked he's the kind you want to punch in his face.
Yeah, he was annoying.
You just want to punch him in his face. His younger brother wasn't like that. But then the mayor is D.A. Mayor, the mayor.
Right.
The mayor, played by Ozzie Davis, legendary Ozzie Davis, and he coming in. He's like a little neighborhood drunk or bum or whatever you want to call it. But don't nobody mess with him. He don't mess with nobody. Every neighborhood got somebody.
Right.
Like this. And yet they speak to everybody. How you doing? I'm friendly to those kind of people because those are the ones who will help you out when you need help too.
Yeah.
I always speak to them kind of men or women I see in a neighborhood like this. And I speak because, I don't try to like talk nasty to them, because they'll help you when you need help. Because they've been helpful to me. When he coming in to get the broom and so he could sweep the front, even though Sal told Pino to do it, but Pino, he just don't want to be there, so he wasn't trying to do it. The mayor, get his little $1, and then so then while all that's going on, now we meet up with Radio Raheem. Okay, so we got the I guess they like young teenagers, supposed to be Martin Lawrence. This is Martin Lawrence in his early years, early years. Okay, I think this might have been his first movie. This before School Day. Yeah, it was before School Day. The School Days came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm not School Days. I'm sorry. House Party. Yeah. This before House Party. Yeah, because that came out 90 something. I did review that. That's on my page if anybody want to see it. But he so they out there on the stoop. This is what we did, Tamika. This ain't nothing else to do. You school is out and you ain't got nothing going on, and you sitting around with your friends. And if you're not working or whatever, you sitting around, y'all, just talking crap, you know what I'm saying? And he did do What's Happening Now, but that was a TV show. This was his first, I think, motion picture movie. I believe so. I mean, y'all could probably look it up, but I think this is his first motion picture. So we read Radio Raheem, and he blasted, Fight the Power by Public Enemy over and over and over. And it's like Radio Raheem was one of them kind of guys in the neighborhood. Tamika, did y'all have somebody like this where y'all knew not to mess with him? Like, long as you ain't mess with him, he ain't mess with you.
He ain't mess with you,
You knew not to F with him, though.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think everybody got somebody like that. So after the mayor goes sweep the front of Sal's Pizzeria, he get $1. He want to go and get him a Miller High Life. I was hollering because this reminded me of my granddad. I was in here hollering on that. I was laughing. I said, Lord, this reminded me of my grandfather. And he wanted to get this Miller High Life, and he said, "You mean to tell me y'all ain't got no Miller High Life in this funky joint?" I was screaming in here. I was laughing. I was hollering, and he said, so he couldn't get a Miller High Life, but he ended up getting something else that he ain't like. He said, "This tastes like old pot liquor." Just not laughing. Listen, if you drink beer, I'm not a big beer drinker, but every now and then I will drink like a Heineken or Corona. If it gotta be real ice cold, I'll drink it. And but if I can't just drink any kind of beer. Some of them cheap beers, they nasty. I just can't drink
Yeah,
any kind of
I'm
beer.
not a big beer person. I've had it when I was younger, but never really been my thing. But I mean, if you have a particular kind for somebody to be like, no, we don't have that. You just got to get something else. Yeah, I know you don't really want to do that because you like what you like, and
You
then
like
the way
what
they
you
was
like,
talking,
right?
yeah.
Right. You like what you like, yeah. So, um, yeah, that Miller High Life just mind my grandpa because he used to drink that Miller High Life. Um,
My aunt
but
used to drink that.
and then you got the Asian family. They got the store, and they people have their issues with them. This whole movie is really about race too.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's a racial thing. It's funny, got funny aspects in it and all that,
Hmm.
but it's definitely like about race and this how we treat each other.
Yeah.
How we look at each other. The
Hmm.
prejudice that we all have, and we all have them about each community, everybody. So, um, and like I said, this reminded me of my grandfather drinking out that brown paper bag, and the mother sister be like, "Don't be standing in front of my stoop, drinking, you old drunk and all that." But they liked each other.
Yeah, she was like, "How many times I'm gonna tell you don't be standing there drinking? Go ahead about your business."
Yeah,
But
she said, Monique said Miller High Life was my mom's beer. I'm telling you, a lot of people drink that
yeah,
back
my
in the day.
aunt used to drink
Oh, but
that.
see, old English that's a malt liquor, which is a different from beer. Malt liquor is strong. I've drunk malt liquor in my teenager, when you're hanging out with your friends, and I was drinking the OE, the Crooked Eye, the Blue Bull, all that. That stuff now is nasty. I can't drink that stuff. But it probably was nasty then, but I was doing it because I'm 15, 16, whatever, drinking it because my friends was drinking
Hmm.
but that stuff it been nasty to me. And people still drinking, unfortunately, that's the worst. That's the rock gut stuff right there is drinking
Yeah,
that
that was
most.
like the first beers I had was Quicker and OE. I came home
Yeah,
so
that's right.
drunk. My dad had to come outside and get me,
Oh,
and I was running
on your
home. Now I
ass.
was so drunk.
Yeah, you be on your ass with that stuff. That stuff,
Hmm.
oh god. And I can't drink it now. I can drink a cold Heineken, but not no damn malt liquor. Mm-mm. And then we got Rosie Perez. Now, this is something because you are New Yorker, so you can really talk about this. Our Latinos down here really don't interact with the black. Like they do their thing, and we be doing our thing. But in New York, it's a melting pot.
Yeah, New
So
York is definitely a melting pot. Like
I think New
people.
York is about the only place, maybe Miami, and in New York where you might find
Hmm.
that the blacks and the Latin community blends in together. And like,
Yeah.
so she had a baby
Hmm.
with her name was Tina. She had a baby with Mookie. So that's how you see a lot of people right now that's Afro Latina. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you see that every day, all the time.
Yeah, our community is very much mixed melting pot. My building alone was always a lot of different ethnicities and races and stuff. So it was never a big
Mm-hmm.
thing to us. We never even looked at it. The first time I ever had somebody that was Hispanic be, I guess, prejudiced towards me, I was in my 20s and working in this elderly type of rehab place. And I had somebody come out very nasty to me, but at the same time, when nobody's around, they trying to hit on you. And these is old ass men that need their damn diapers changed. But that was the first time I experienced it. I had never experienced it. So I was looking like, what the hell is wrong with you? Because we was always cool over here. My best
Mm-hmm.
friend is
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rican and black, and I'm her kids, godmothers. And it's funny because she never really cared for
Mm-hmm.
Dominicans, and that was always weird to me. I always said, why do Puerto Ricans and Dominicans got beef? And she would
Oh
talk
no,
so
they
much
they don't
mess.
really like each other from what I was
And
told. Yeah.
sure enough, her daughter got with a Dominican guy, and two of her daughter-in-laws is Dominican, and now she be like, I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know why I was talking like that because I love my daughter-in-law. I love my son-in-law. I was like, you see, I said, God had a trick for you because you used to always talk mess about them. Be careful who you talk
But I
about.
did hear that a lot of Puerto Ricans, and I mean, this is a stereotype. I ain't saying everybody, but I used to hear that that's true. That they used to have issues
I
back, I
don't
guess,
know
way
where
back
it
in the
comes
day.
from exactly, but I do
I don't
know
know.
that I always seen that. And even working in the nursing home, you would have, a Jamaican, not like a Trinidadian. And I remember them asking me one time, like, where do you come from? And was you born here? I said, yep, I'm born here, honey. I said, I come from my mama. And one time I told the nurse I'm a mutt. She looked like, I said, don't worry about what I am. Because it was
Yeah,
like they
yeah, but that's
always
because
wanted
most. That's
somebody
because
to
I
be in
think
a
most people
box in
in
a clique with one
they
particular set.
they probably asked you that because I believe most people in New York are probably are their families, their lineage come from somewhere else, whether it's Jamaica,
Mhm.
whether
Mhm.
it's just some either some Caribbean island or
Yeah.
some Latin place. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I was
Um,
like, no, I live in the South, honey. I mean, well, I didn't live in the South, but my mother and father and they people came from the South,
they came from
and
the
then
South
they
and
moved to New
migrated
York.
up.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
okay. Hmm.
but yeah, it definitely was a
But this
mixture.
is very
So
common. This very
common, yeah.
common. Yeah, this very
Rosie
common.
Perez's voice annoyed the hell out of me in this
Oh,
movie,
her
though.
voice, Mookie. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Like if Moochie was on here, she probably
Yeah,
could do
she probably wouldn't
it.
be able to
Yeah,
imitate it
I
real
couldn't
good.
do it, but she worked
Hmm.
my damn nerve. But the mother couldn't stand Mookie because she felt he was
Hmm.
a deadbeat father. He never come around. He
Hmm.
wasn't paying, taking care of the child, doing nothing for the child. So, I mean,
Hmm.
her mother didn't definitely didn't like him.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
I
Monique. I know Chicago's very segregated. That's why when Tommy came in and they did that force, a lot of people was like, that wouldn't happen because you ain't no white boy just coming in and
and
you
popping up in no
mix
neighborhood
right.
and just taking over like
He
that.
would
Yeah,
he had a
exactly.
better chance coming from New York because New York was like that. It wasn't a big deal for him and Ghost to be together. Yeah.
Right, exactly, absolutely.
Hmm.
I know that's why it
Yeah.
didn't make sense. I've
Hmm.
always heard that. I've heard
Yeah.
almost everybody I know that's from Chicago
Hmm.
says this that Chicago is very segregated.
Yeah.
So I mean, we kind of really don't. I almost say the DC area is segregated like that too because we kind of don't mess with them like that. Like we ain't fighting them or nothing. We just they just like right now. There's parts of Maryland and parts of DC where it's all Latin town. Like this, just did,
Hmm.
and we don't fool with them, and they don't fool with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's still like that. But yeah, New York, because I think because New York City is
Mhm.
all everybody's crammed in together, especially in the housing projects,
Yeah.
apartments, the
You have
neighborhood
certain
row houses.
sections, definitely have certain sections. Like you'll have, there's a little Italy that we have here, of course, Chinatown. You have, the sections
Hmm.
that,
Hmm.
I forget what the other one is right now. Can't think of it. My mom went blank, but that's like what his greatest. But it's still more so a mixture than it is that section. Every place have their section thing, but ours, I guess I would say, is not like the majority. It's just little
Hmm.
sections that's like that, and then there's a big section that's just a mixture. So yeah, because
Hmm.
my brother, he had all different
And every
kinds.
city got racist
Yeah,
people. I don't care
yeah. I don't
where
care where you go,
where
you
you
always
live.
got one of them in the bunch. Absolutely.
Yeah, you always got yes, it's always got that. Yeah, I heard Chicago got some good food. I'm hoping
Oh
next year I
yeah.
can make my way to Chicago. Um, but let's see. Yeah, she was annoying in that movie too. Her
Oh yeah.
voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was.
definitely. Yes. Yes, her voice. Yeah, I love her though, but her voice was crazy. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um now, Tamika, this was the reason why I can relate to
They
these three
had
men.
me cracking up. These
I can
OGs
relate
right
these
here.
three men because rest in peace to my granddaddy. But my granddaddy was one of them guys that sat
Hmm.
outside drinking beer with his
Hmm.
buddies. They be playing checkers or chess, and
Hmm.
they be talking shit about everybody walking up and down in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They was just like mother sister, but they was outside on the street,
Yeah.
my on the corner or something.
This
My
is how
grandfather
my
was one of them
uncles
guys.
was like. This is how my uncles used to sit outside, and then we had guys in my neighborhood that sit outside like this. Like, I was born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx, but used to spend the summers in Brooklyn and in Queens with my dad and with my uncle because they had houses out there. And this is how they would be sitting outside. And I didn't
Yes.
understand. First of all, like we was just saying, beer's not one of my favorites, but definitely not in no damn summertime. I didn't understand them
No,
sitting
no,
out
I
there in
don't
the
sit there
hot
drink
ass
beer.
sun drinking beer.
No,
But
no. You can drink beer in the air condition in the
yeah,
house, but not
yeah.
sitting outside like this. I mean, they already
Candy,
sweating
you
and they drinking
serious?
beer.
Wow. She said she never
Oh,
watched
you
this
never watched this
movie.
movie? Oh, Candy Girl, you got why?
You
It's a
got,
good movie.
yeah.
It's a good movie. Um, yeah. So we got so Robin Harris in the middle. He's Sweet Dick Willie, and Paul Benjamin is ML. That's the older gentleman that's wiping his mouth with a cloth, and then the blue shirt is Coconut Sid. That's Frankie Faison plays Coconut Sid. So they just three guys who sitting out here ain't got nothing going on. We don't know if they work or don't work. We don't know about that, but they just sitting out here and they signifying and talking and gossiping and doing the same. They just talking shit with each other, you know. Like I said, I had uncles and my grandfather. They was just like this all day. Like be playing chess. They be playing checkers. They just be talking, drinking, playing cards.
Yeah.
Just doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, even if they got off work, they come outside and sit out there on in somebody's steps or somewhere.
Yeah.
And that when they're playing dominoes, they did all that. Yeah. So
that part had me cracking up though because he was complaining about, you know, having the Korean and the white people, whatever, have coming in and having all the stores. And he was like, I can't wait for a black business to come because I'm gonna support them and what he gonna do and what he gonna have. And Sweet, I don't want to call him Sweet. I know. But he was like, y'all ninjas always sitting out here talking the same old crap. You ain't gonna do ish. When you gonna get a beer? That was so funny. Yeah.
Right. He said you ain't gonna do nothing because he said they coming fresh off the boat. He said, man, you just got off the boat. You know, his name is Coconut Seed. He just came off the boat. He sound like he like something from one of the Caribbean islands, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them places. So so while the fellas is doing that, we go back to the pizzeria. Okay, now we got Bugging Out by Giancarlo Esposito. Now he played the hell out of this role. And let me just shout out Giancarlo Esposito.
I love him.
Every role he plays somebody different. He never allows himself to be pigeonholed and playing the same role all the time. He plays somebody different every time. He is so great. I mean, we if y'all saw Breaking Bad, he was wonderful on there. He was evil. I couldn't stand him on Breaking Bad. But I mean, everything he does is just he just top tier. He's just great. But Bugging Out, he coming in to get a slice like we all do. We go get the piece. We go get a slice. And he was like, we want some, he wants some more cheese. And he just finding ways to just irritate Sal too, just trying to irritate Sal. And then this is when it starts. Why we ain't got no brothers on the wall? Because the whole wall, this is Sal's pizzeria. Sal is Italian. And on the wall, he got the Hall of Fame, but they all Italian people. What he had? Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, he had Robert De Niro. What's
Sinatra.
His name? Al Pacino, Frank Sinatra. Yeah, all of those people. And I get what Bugging Out is saying because you're in a black neighborhood, so maybe you would want to put up some black pictures, but at the same time, damn well this Italian man was not about to sit here and have Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, Ellis Fitzgerald, or whoever on his wall.
Yeah, Harriet Tubman. Yeah. Okay,
but let me
play devil's advocate. But let me play devil's advocate. When you go to a Chinese restaurant and it's in the black neighborhood, they don't have no black people on the wall. You go in there, you sit down, and you eat the Chinese food, drink the tea, use the chopsticks, eat the egg rolls. You do what they do. So you can't come in somebody's establishment telling them if you don't like it, don't go back there.
Don't go in there. Yeah, you got other options. Don't spend your money there. Absolutely.
Don't spend your money there. Yeah, he had Lucky Luciano. He all them on the wall. Yeah. yeah, don't spend your money. I do understand what he's saying, but I think
Yeah.
he did a little bit too much. You know, he was just
Mhm.
he was a funny character, but he could be annoying too at the same time. You know, so
Mhm.
Sal told him, you know, look, Mookie, get your friend. He gotta get up out of here. And he told me, he said, look, you're messing up my thing. You know, it's my job. You can't come up in here. And he said just wait a week and let things die down, then you can come back. Um uh then, you know, while Mookie was going to go deliver a pizza, uh he see the mayor on the step talking about,
Mhm.
hey, always do the right thing.
Mhm.
Always do the right thing.
He was
And
like,
yeah,
I ain't
that's
got time for this. I gotta go. And then he says,
exactly how
always do
to
the right
go.
thing. He said, that's it. Yep, that's all.
That's all. And then Smiley, we got Markham, Martin, you know,
Mhm.
and everybody got somebody in the neighborhood that's a little bit off, and you just try to be
Mhm.
nice to them, and you know, even if they're annoying. But look, he was delivering them pizza, and look, no elevator. You know, look, you a New Yorker. Tell about those apartments in New York with no elevator and walk up all them damn steps.
Yeah, I can't be walking up all them stairs now, but back in the days we walked them. And he had that piece of sideways. I said, them people, the cheese gonna be falling to the side when whoever he's delivering that to.
the cheese, the cheese, the cheese was all falling to the side, and it probably cold by the time he got up
Cold,
the steps.
right?
And it's
And
hot outside. He's
it's hot. I was
sweating.
like, yep, I was about to say that. Yep.
Lord have mercy.
But
And
yeah,
that's
he
the
was
worst.
cool with him. He said, not that one, because he kept saying $2. Then when he got to the one that was $1, he said, all right, so then when I get paid, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
that
he
one
said,
for
when
you.
I get paid, I'm gonna give you $1.
And he had $1 he could give him.
I know. And I bet you this guy go around a person like Smiley, who's
Mhm.
if they out there right now, they probably going around selling the same shit all the time. But you just, you know, like, all right, this after a while,
That's true though, Mo. You're right, because that pizza did look dry. I can't remember if it was when Bug Out or
oh
yeah, I think it
yes,
was when Bug Out went in there. He said, "Well, damn, where's the cheese?" And he
he said
told him
he's
it's
not
two
trying to put some
dollars for
more
cheese.
mozzarella on there.
Yeah.
I mean, not mozzarella, Parmesan cheese. He was trying to put the Parmesan cheese on it,
Uh-huh.
and he said more for extra cheese, you extra
Right.
$2
I
because it was
wish
he said
shit
it was
you
a
can't
dollar
even
50.
find that now. That
A
was
dollar
good back
50
then.
for a slice. Shit, a dollar.
Hmm.
Ain't no slice, no $1.50 now. It's probably $5 for the slice.
Right.
Man,
Yeah,
maybe
it's a place actually up by where
maybe
I go
three
to the
seventy
doctor
five.
at that charges about that, but the slice is huge. It's so big.
Oh, that's why I like New York pizza. It's because when the pieces is big and the cheese is good. It's nothing like New York pizza. Now, nothing against Monique with the Chicago pizza, but y'all's is different. Y'all's is not like a pizza pie. Y'all's is like it's a whole big deep dish thing. Yeah,
Deep dish,
it's a
yeah.
whole different experience. Yeah. You know, deep dish is cool too, but you can't carry it around. You can't fold it up and walk and eat it. You know, you need a fork and a knife to eat deep deep dish pizza. Um, yeah, so it's hot. Mother sister getting her hair combed, and look,
Her
you
hair
need
looks so pretty. That remind me of
beautiful.
when I used to sit and comb my grandmother hair. I
Yeah,
love
my
when she
grandmother
took
had
it
hair
down.
like
She
that.
said she tender headed though. She said, "Wait, be easy. I'm an old lady."
Exactly. Jade, that's the other one. Yeah, Jade.
Mhm.
It was Mookie's sister, and so
Mhm.
yeah, she said she tender headed. My grandmother used to comb her hair too and plait it up.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a because she would put wigs on if she went out somewhere, but when home
Mhm.
she would take it out and then I would plait it up. Because you know I don't know why she was wearing them wigs, but I guess she thought she was Diana Ross or somebody. She on a wig when
Yeah,
she
they
went out.
had a different wig for each occasion.
Yeah,
Okay.
for every occasion. Oh, like homegirl on what's the lady name? Essie on the lady Essie on the Polygamous. She had
Oh
all them
yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
wigs. She had a different wig. Well, my grandmother had a different wig. All
Mhm.
yeah, no matter where she was going to the store, then she had one for
Mhm.
church. She had one for she was going to a funeral. She had a different
Yeah.
wig. Yeah, she sure
Mhm.
did. Um, but yeah, but I definitely remember sitting outside and my mother plaiting my hair. and comb and
Mhm.
putting hair grease in my hair and comb my hair right on the stoop like that on the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that definitely me and my sisters could definitely relate to this. That was a normal thing to bring
Yeah.
go go
Mhm.
get the hair, Inga, go get the grease and the comb and the towel and go sit out here on the front. You know what I'm saying? That was a
Mhm.
normal thing. That was a normal thing. Yeah. So that's why I like this movie because I can relate to a lot of these things, and I'm not a New
Yeah,
Yorker, but I
definitely.
still
It
can
was bringing back memories.
bring it back. Okay, Tamika, the song that came on at the time of these pictures was the song. You can't stand it. You know you can't stand it. You can't stand the heat.
Mhm.
Man, I'm gonna say the heat was strong. Look at it, was like look at the New York Post. That hazy,
Mhm.
hot, and humid. And haven't we been dealing with that for the past
Yeah.
few weeks?
Yeah, it's
And
been hot as hell. As soon as you
and
step out your door and that heat hits you, Lord have mercy. When my brother came down here on the 4th and I stepped outside, I literally, the heat said bam, and I got nauseous and like my head. I said, oh Lord. I said, nah, I can't be out here for long. I got to get right back in the house
no, no.
with my
I
damn
mean,
AC and my water.
but that is so crazy now, Tamika. Though when we were the young age in the
Mhm,
80's here, we could
mhm.
be outside riding our
Oh
bikes,
yeah, it didn't
jump,
bother me. I
jump,
could be out when it
jump
was
and
real
roll,
hot when I was young. I
jump
noticed
and
that
roll.
too. Like even when we had big storms when I was younger, it didn't bother me. But now you wouldn't catch my ass outside.
No,
I
I
said,
mean I could be out
child,
there
I
throwing,
didn't feel nothing.
jumping double dutch, roller
Hmm.
skating outside,
Yeah.
just whatever, just sitting outside, just talking trash and playing with doll babies. Whatever. I mean,
Oh
when
yeah.
1989, I wasn't playing. I wasn't
Hmm.
know. I was too old for doll babies. But I'm saying, but in the the late 70's, early
Yeah.
80's, the heat did not bother me.
It didn't. We
Oh,
used to
okay,
be
but
out, baby.
Monique making a good point. The air quality was different then. It seemed like, yeah. So it now it's like
Yeah,
you
we
dying
used to
now when you
be
go
out.
outside. It's different. But look how it's so hot that Tina had to put her face into a ice bath, and Jade had to go and take another probably a damn cold shower. That's one thing when you out there in that heat, you gotta take 2, 3 showers. You take 2 or 3 showers because it's so hot.
Oh yeah,
And
you stay running, getting in the
soon as you
shower.
go out to the store and come right
Hmm.
back, you already don't sweat it. So now you got to
Hmm.
take another damn shower. You got to
Yep.
constantly take shower. And then you
Hmm.
got the Latino guys, they sitting out here
Drinking
drinking
beer. All the guys
drinking
have
beer.
beer.
Drinking beer. And it's too
Yeah.
damn hot. We just talked about that. It's too hot. Even though it's probably ice cold beer, but still, I don't want no there's certain things you don't have in when it's hot. You don't eat
Yeah, that
no
would make me feel sick with
you
the
don't eat
heat.
something with mayonnaise in it, like no damn
Mm.
macaroni salad and all sitting out in no heat and all that. No, it'll make your stomach all upset. But yeah, it was hot. And and I definitely can relate to this. I was not the
Oh
one who
yeah.
opened up the fire
They
hydrants,
used to throw
but the
us in
guys is
there.
yes, yeah, I can relate to this in the early 80's. Oh my, they was doing this all the time in neighborhoods. If I go around my grandmother's neighborhood in Northeast DC, they definitely was doing it. And man, bring my always have me a bathing suit, or you even if you ain't had no bathing suit, you go out there in your clothes. You just it be so hot, you dry off real fast.
Yeah, you
So
be
that
dry in a couple of minutes.
yeah, you be drying a couple minutes, but
Especially
it
when
was
it's a
so
heat wave. Yeah.
when it's a heat wave, yeah, definitely was a heat wave. And when it's funny when they picked that girl up and threw her up in the water, see, uh, I was in here laughing. And then they did that to the Latino guy, the Puerto Rican guy too, and they threw him in that water. Look,
Yeah, that
everybody
damn
get
thing used to take my breath away sometime when they would throw me in that water like that. That happened to me quite a few times.
yeah, no, because the fire hydrant water is coming out strong, so it's coming out fast and strong, but it feel good to run through the water and play in the water. It was fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
now I've been thrown in the swimming pool like that when somebody picked me up and threw me in the swimming pool. Now that's not no fun. I was pissed when it happened too. Um, yeah, but I don't see nobody doing that no more now with the fire
Yeah,
hydrants. They
so
still
you
do
don't
it in New
see
York
that
now.
like every now and then, but definitely not like how it was a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Back in the
know, every
that
now and then I'm driving somewhere with one of my friends and we see the fire hydrant on. I'll be saying, "Oh shit, okay." I
don't
remember
see
doing
that.
that back
I
in the
really
days,
don't
but
see that
definitely
no more.
nowhere near like how it was back in the days.
And yeah, back in them 70s and 80s, probably early 90s, they was doing that. I don't see nobody doing that now. I haven't seen that in a long time. But this the funny part when Frank Vincent, well, his name wasn't Frank Vincent. I mean, that's the actor's name. I forgot what his name. His name was Charlie.
Yeah, because they
This guy,
turned the water down for Radio Raheem to walk through. But when he
yeah,
came
they
up, he
respect
gave
Radio
them
Raheem.
warnings. He gave them warnings. Don't you turn that on. Don't you let it get in my car. They said, okay,
Look,
go.
you better not get Radio Raheem wet, okay? His radio,
Right.
that big ass boom box, you better not get that damn thing. But they knew this guy was a racist,
Right.
and and Martin was like, Martin's character was like, yeah, go ahead on. No, you can go ahead and drive. You be all right, man. They waited until he rolled through there, and bam, they lit his ass up. They lit that car up. He got soaked. The water was coming all out the car. And then, of course, these racist cops, they show up. And, I ain't got no love for cops. I don't care what. I mean, and I know some people say, oh, there's some good cops out there. Maybe one or two. But for the most part, they all a gang. They all a unit. And they all look out for each other. So you might start off good, but by the time you get in there, a lot of them end up being corrupt and bad. And I can't generalize every single person, but I wish the good ones would turn in the bad ones, and I don't see that happening that much, but that's a whole nother conversation going, about the cops. But these two bozos was definitely racist. And if you go and watch Jungle Fever, they the same two cops in Jungle Fever. They the same two racist cops as in Jungle Fever.
I forgot the names that he gave them, what he said their first names was, but he said their last names was Black. He said, oh, they brothers. He said, yeah, they brothers. Because he was like, well, what's the guy's name that, did it?
Okay, well, women, the Danny Aiello's brother is the one that turned the fire hydrant on, the big guy with the muscle right here. His name was Officer Gary Long. Mm-hmm. And then what was the other one? Oh, the other one was Officer Mark Ponte. Mm-hmm. His name was, the actor's name, Miguel Sandoval. Isn't the Miguel Sandoval for Power too?
Yeah, I'm about to say that name is familiar.
That's the actor's name. I
know that name.
Miguel. The actor. His name is Miguel Sandoval.
I was just about to say I know that name. Yeah, I didn't recognize his face, but I definitely know the name.
But then he went by Officer Mark Ponte. But anyway, they definitely was racist, and he told them, say, look, I advise you to hear him get up out of here. See, this is a racist comment right here. I advise you to hear him get up out of here before these people strip your car down.
Yeah.
Why? Because we black, we gonna strip your damn car. Even though we might just do that shit, but still, why would you say that?
They tried to ask the mayor. He said he a witness. He seen what happened. He said those that know don't tell, and those that tell don't know. Some kind of way.
Exactly like that. No, and that's the truth. Those that know don't tell, and those that tell don't know, and that's a fact. That is true, because a lot of times people be running their mouth and they really don't know shit.
Exactly.
They just be talking. they just be talking. You know what I'm saying? They really don't know. Like, people always be saying they know everything about something, and they really don't know anything. Hey, Melrose, how you doing?
Melrose, thanks for coming through.
Hey, the nonfiction. I haven't watched this movie in forever. I know. It's just I just said I haven't watched it in a long time either, and because it's been so hot. I wanted to do this 4th of July weekend when we was going through that real crazy heat wave, but then I ended up not getting a chance to do it. But yeah, this is definitely a summer movie. It's definitely a summer movie. Yeah, like NWA said, F the police. That was my damn thing doing back in them 88 when NWA came out. I was going around saying F the police, but yeah, so that, this guy, he was just coming in there to cause some problems, but now what I say his name was? Daddy Loves what did I say his name was again, Sam? Wait a minute. he got that long. Mr. Senior Love Daddy. Yeah, I'm gonna just say Love Daddy because I ain't gonna remember all that. Love Daddy. He was he waiting on his sandwich. His what he said he had a Parmesan chicken Parmesan sub or something like that. He was waiting on that, and while Pino, I mean not Pino. What was his name was? Well, I know the racist one was Pino. What was his name? Was it Vincent or something?
Vincent, yeah.
Vincent, yeah. And yeah, Vincent. And Smiley here once again. He said, look at here, go he said, enough, Smiley, go away. Like I already bought one picture from you. Now you coming back again. So then he dedicated a song to Tina. Now this is when boys just trying to show off with each other.
They have their battle of the
They had their battle. The Puerto Rican guys was out there thinking they're gonna blast that, the big boom box.
I had a big boom box like that too.
I did too, but not like Radio Raheem. I ain't had one that damn big. He had I'm looking at his. He had a double cassette one. He had the speakers. He had like 1, 2, 4, about 4 speakers, 4 or 5 speakers. He had a real big one. I had a big boom box, but not like as big as Radio Raheem. But he blasted that thing so loud. The guy said, "Hey man, you got it. You got it." You know what I'm saying? And couldn't nobody. And all he kept playing was that same Public Enemy over and over and over and over. I mean, but it was the theme of the movie. I understand why Spike wanted it in the movie like that, and it was like fight the power. It was
you had to have a whole bunch of batteries for that boombox.
20 D batteries. Yeah, we getting there. 20 D batteries. Okay, so now you brought this up a few minutes ago about the gentrification, and New York definitely. I think New York might have been the first place in America was doing might have been gentrifying places. Now I could be wrong, but it seemed like New York started it very early on, and now it just hit a wave all across America now. Everywhere gentrified now. But
I remember the first time my dad was driving on 125th Street. I think I told this story up here before. And he seen some white people walking across the street. He said, "You would have never saw this back then." I mean, that thing pissed him off so bad. And I didn't really understand it back then, but I definitely learned over time.
I was kind of like that too. I was kind of pissed too when I started seeing it in D.C. I was kind of like that too, because I'm like, these neighborhoods was our neighborhoods, and why don't they just fix the neighborhood up for us? Or we do better at cleaning up our neighborhood, because we cause some of the problem too by tearing up our neighborhoods. But let's fix up our neighborhoods. Why they let it go run? They let it run down. One thing, it was the crack that came into the neighborhood. They let that run down. Guns, all kind of stuff. They just, and poverty, taking away people's jobs, taking away all kind of resources with schools. I mean, this is a deeper conversation we can go deep into. But this was a planned thing by the powers that be, whoever they may be, and there's a bigger reason why gentrification went on. Push us out and bring them in, bring the property value up, and then when we try to come back into these neighborhoods, you can't afford them.
Right. Yep.
We cannot afford them because, like, I know I can speak about DC. Houses in DC, you could get a house, like anybody could get a house, but now it's so expensive. Like it's like in the millions. Some of them row houses, some of them beautiful houses. There's historical houses that you can't afford it. And I know Harlem and Bronx and Brooklyn is probably all the same thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I hear a lot of people talking about that with Harlem. So I can imagine it's probably going on in your area in the Bronx. It's probably like areas that was kind of run down. Then next thing you know, they fixing it up, and they
fix it everywhere now. Every day I see something else new pop up.
And I'm fine with fixing it up. We want nice stuff,
but you fixing it up, and then all these other people are moving in. Because I remember years ago, it'd be an empty lot everywhere, a torn down building or abandoned building, and I would always say, why don't they fix these up? You got so many people in the shelters. where y'all can
Right.
put buildings here and then have them,
Absolutely.
move in. And now they are fixing up all those places that I was
Yeah,
talking
but now
about.
what
But
if you want to move over there?
now
You
the rich
can't.
white people is moving into those spots,
Right.
and they
Yeah.
renting out the hotels now as shelters. I said, what the hell is going
It's
on
all
here?
backwards. It's all
Yeah,
backwards. Yeah.
absolutely.
And then they put, and anytime you see like a cafe or Whole Foods or any kind of little markets and stuff that's not
Mm-hmm.
affordable, they put them in the
Yeah,
neighborhood. You know,
yeah.
it's not for you. It's coming.
No, yeah. I
They
got one on the corner by me now, like that. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you got to go further out to go shopping. You
Mm-hmm.
can't, eventually eventually more and more and more they're gonna keep pushing more and more people out. So
Mm-hmm.
this guy, he said I was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that
And
was funny when he said that, and they all said, "Oh,"
yeah,
because they
exactly.
was like, "Why don't you go back over where
He said go
was
back to
from?"
Massachusetts where you came
Yeah.
from because he was wearing a Larry Bird T-shirt and
Uh-huh.
from the Celtics, Larry Bird from the Celtics. And but look, you scuffed up some. You lucky he lucky he didn't get punched in the face.
Mm-hmm.
You scuff up a brand new pair of Jordans. You know Jordan was the thing, and this is 80's.
Mm-hmm.
This was the 80's when Jordan was at his peak. You know what I'm saying? 80's and 90's. The Jordan was the man at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it was expensive. $100 for a pair of Jordans was a lot
Exactly.
of money in 1989. Now
Mm-hmm.
it ain't nothing, now people paying $1,000 for a pair of damn Jordan. Not me, but there's people who do. $500-$600 for a pair of sneakers. I'm not doing that. But
Yeah,
if
definitely.
you paid $100 in 1989 for a pair of Jordans and then somebody step on them and scuff them up, and he didn't even
Mm-hmm.
see like he was sorry. He ran over him with his bike and just kept it
Yeah.
pushing.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even say, "Well, here, man, let me give you some money toward a new pair or something." Um, yeah, he was one of my favorite characters too. He was one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
He did a little bit too much, but I still liked him. You
Yeah.
know. But look, but what's fun? This, the worst part, Tamika, and I know you grew up with people like this. When something going on, they egg it on and make it worse. Man, them shits is
Mm-hmm.
messed up. Man, if I was
Right.
you, man, oh man, I'll throw them out. Oh my god,
Exactly.
they just kept on,
They was
and
just trying to amp him up.
they
Mm-hmm.
amped it up even worse. They
Mm-hmm.
amped it up even worse. You know what I'm saying? So, people do that all the time. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, that's what he's talking about. I was born in Brooklyn, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, you know something? There's a white section of Brooklyn too, so he could have been from Brooklyn. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of white people that came from Brooklyn, but they not. But it's a part of Brooklyn that probably is majority white people, and
Yeah.
not, they're not integrated with any blacks or Latinos and
Mm-hmm.
other ethnic groups. So
Mm-hmm.
like what's that part that I always hear about called Williamsburg? Isn't that a white area of Brooklyn?
Mm. It probably was more white back in the days. It is some black, but I think it does still depend on the section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, put on the section. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now we back at the pizzeria. Of course, they just still arguing back and forth because Pino is just racist, and Mookie was like, "Look, I ain't gonna be," because he was calling him Muhammad and all kind of racist names, and he just one of them kind of people you just want to punch in the face. I
Yeah.
couldn't work there. I personally
I wouldn't
couldn't
have
have
been
worked
able
there.
to work there because I would have been waxed his ass.
Yeah,
And
that's what
he
I'm
was
saying.
even telling his brother, like, stick up for yourself next time. He was like, what are
Yeah,
you saying?
slap him.
Don't get in between me and that brother. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the scene right here when they was walking. He was telling him in
Yeah.
front of the radio station that you need to slap him in the face. He
Yeah.
said you need to punch him in his face, and I
Mm-hmm.
agree. This your brother. You need to slap him in
Exactly.
his face. So
Yeah, Sal was like,
um
I'm going to be the only one doing the slapping.
right, right. Now we got the scene, and the music was real soft, and they talking about the police talking about what a waste of these black men sitting on the corner,
Mhm.
and then black men saying what a waste to those white men running
Right.
driving down the street. So they you could see the tension was just building up. The tension
Mm-hmm.
been there. But
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
the
like,
tension was already there. Yeah.
yeah, and then and it seems like these cops just ain't got nothing else better to do but just harass these people on this block. You know, they just ride.
Mhm.
They probably ride around every 5 minutes, just bothering
Mhm.
them. And this the scene you was talking about the he said, look,
Oh
y'all,
yeah.
he said you sitting there, he because Coconut said was like, yeah, we why we don't have any black owned stores, pretty much. I mean, I'm
Right.
paraphrasing what he said, but
Mhm.
that they just came off the boat. How they get that was an abandoned building, and
Mhm.
it stayed abandoned for many years, and how they get a store. You know, I'm not even gonna go into my conspiracy. I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's true, but I think I know the reason why a lot of these Asians come in here and they get all, you know, but I ain't gonna get into it because I ain't gonna get in no argument with nobody in the comments or in the chat or nobody calling me racist or prejudice or whatever. But I do know they allow a lot of these Asians to come into these communities. I think they give them the money to come into our communities. I mean, I'm not saying somebody made hardworking people. I ain't talking or nothing like that. Just
Yeah, Robin
I think
Harris
government
always had
gives
his
them
one-liners.
the government gives them loans and gives them money so that they can come in our communities, and they now they take over everywhere you look. As a Asian market, Asian nail salon, Asian dry cleaners, Asian everything that was black, that's gone, and there's all these Asian places. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't have a problem with going there and spending my money as long as you showing me respect. But when you're disrespectful, I'm not spending my money in them people's stores. You know, if I think that you're racist, if you treating me bad, treating the other people coming in there bad, I'm not spending my money in them places.
Oh
So
yeah, no.
yeah, you know, so but they all over in the neighborhoods, you know. So, but they was just trying to say this guy don't bother nobody, and you know he
Mhm.
need to. You know, you ain't doing nothing but sitting there on the corner. You ain't even trying to get a store. So
Yeah, all the well, I'll say the ones that was on my block, they're all gone. Like I grew up with one Asian family that had owned the fish market and the vegetable stands. They was here for over 30 years, and they're gone now. They left like a couple
oh
months ago. And then the Chinese store that was across from me, I had knew the grandfather, the grandkid, you know, the kids, the grandkids. They see my son grow up after COVID. They left,
yeah, if they
and
treat me good, I ain't got no
it
problem spending
became
my
a
money
nail
with them.
salon. So like all of them are gone now. But you
Really?
know,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
What
But
then?
growing up, it was
What took
cool.
place though? I mean, who that
I
was it?
don't
Is
know
it
what
black? I
happened.
mean, is it black on, white on, or just or some like big big corporations took over? Who took it over then?
I
If
think
they
it's
all
white
gone.
people. I don't know what they're building there now, but I think it's white people taking over the fish market. Well, they probably turning this into something else. It's probably not going to be
Oh,
that
you
no
say
more.
it's just empty now? It's just all empty.
Yeah, and then the other
Oh, got it,
one
got it.
became a nail salon. And I mean, it was like today the Chinese store was there, and tomorrow was a nail salon. I said, "What the hell?" I was like, "How the hell they going and put in a new person already and changed it up that quick? You blink your
Yeah,
eyes,
I
like
ain't
it's
got to.
something
I'll
else."
spend my money in it if they treat me right.
But
You
as
know what
long,
I'm saying? If
yeah,
you
because I don't give a
disrespecting
damn
me,
if you black, white, green, whatever, and you being disrespectful, you ain't gonna get my
oh, you
damn
ain't.
money.
I'm not spending my money in there. I don't care who
Yeah.
you are. Yeah, it's the way
Mm-mm.
you. It's how you treat me and how you.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm walking in the store and you follow me around like on
Mm-hmm.
Minister Society, hurry up
Mm-hmm.
and buy,
Exactly.
hurry
Yeah.
up and
No,
buy.
I
No,
don't do
I'm
that.
getting the hell
Yeah.
out of there. I'm not even spending no money up in there.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you thinking I'm coming in there to steal, you know, and then you
Mm-hmm.
gonna try to shoot me in the back like they did that boy down in South Carolina.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Nah.
not spending no money in no places like that.
Mm-mm.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
absolutely not.
Yeah, but like the lady across the street, the lady who do my nails, they Vietnamese. Them people real nice to me. I've known her
Mm-hmm.
like over 20 some years now.
Yeah,
So
most of the
and
people that I was going to, I had knew since I was little. Like the lady that does my hair is over 20 years, 30 years. The one that was doing my nails, same thing. I always said, damn, if you leave, I don't know who else I'll go to because I don't mess with a lot of different people putting their hands, in my head. So they all have been here long, but little by little, you see people retiring and moving away. And, they say the rent is going up too much too. That's another
yeah, no,
thing.
I agree with Michelle. The rent is going up everywhere, and so they probably saying the
Yeah,
hell with it and they moving on.
yeah,
And I agree
yeah.
with this, Monique. If you nice to me, I'll be nice to you.
Exactly.
But if I come in there,
Exactly.
you making me feel like I'm
Oh yeah,
stealing,
no.
and you follow me around and all this, and you know it. As black people, we know it.
Oh
It's not a
yeah.
paranoia thing. We know it. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And plus I keep my head on the swivel when I'm out and about. I see
Mhm.
stuff and I see some. Every hour I go there and I see you, and that's happened to me. I've gone to places and it's happened like that, and I
Oh
turned around
yeah.
and did a U-turn and walked right. I said, I used to be
Exactly.
shopping
Walk
again.
right back out.
I have shop right,
Absolutely.
right now, and that's not just the Asians. It's been the Middle Eastern
Mhm.
ones too, the Pakistani
Mhm.
and all the people. I've
Yeah.
done it with them
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Anybody.
anybody, yeah. So I don't care, or the Africans. I don't care who it is,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
So um, the okay, so then right here, the mayor asked the little boy because this back when you could go and buy beer and cigarettes.
Oh
Okay,
yeah. My mama
you could
used to
go
send
in
me
the
to get
store.
her golden champagne. Okay.
Yes, I used to go in the store and I could go. And I couldn't buy no hard liquor, but I could buy beer.
Mhm.
As a
Yeah.
kid, I couldn't get the hard liquor, but I could buy
Sure enough, would
six
give me
pack of
the
beer for my
money. My
father
best friend, her mom used to smoke cigarettes, and
and
she liked the
cigarettes.
pink champagne, and my mother liked the golden one. And they would both send us, because sometimes they would hang out together. We would be so happy because we would say, "Oh, we get to play longer," and they would send us to the store to get it for
Oh,
them.
the Kendall is right
Mhm.
about this. They profit from our communities
Mhm.
and live in the in the other people's communities, but
Mhm.
they never put back into it. That is the truth.
Of course not. And then they used to
That is a
turn their
fact, Kendall.
nose up. They used to turn their nose up at the projects. You should see how over flooded they are up in the projects by me now. I said, "Oh, you up in here? I thought this
Mm,
was the with the low lives and the what's lit.
right,
Okay."
right. But no, yeah, I used to as a little girl. I'm talking about, like the later 70s, 79, going to 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. When I'm a little girl or teenage girl, I before turning the age of 18, I'm talking about. I could go to the
Yes.
store
Mhm.
and buy cigarettes. My father smoked
Mhm.
Benson and Hedges, menthol deluxe, okay? And my mother used to smoke like Virginia Slims, and then she smoked another one too. She smoked different ones. But I used to go buy their cigarettes, and I could go and buy like a 6 pack of beer. They would give me the little money, any little change. I could go get me some bubble gum or some Now-Laters or some shit like that. So yeah, you can't do that now. Um, they used to see you just start to get cigarettes and play lottery. Yeah, but now you definitely can't do it. But he was sending this little
Mhm.
boy to the store and to get a beer, and then the kids, they just came up and just started
I
hammering
didn't
on
like
the
that.
man.
I did
I
not
didn't like.
like that at
No,
all.
it
But
wasn't, and
you
it was just a guy in the purple Laker shirt.
Yeah,
It
he was
wasn't just
going
him
so hard. He swear he know everything, and you never know
calling
somebody's
him the bum.
story
He talking
and
about
what
you.
they've been
You
through.
say you ain't the man. You a drunk ass or the
Mhm.
bum and all that kind of calling him a bum. And
Mhm.
he was like, he talking about you don't know how it is until you hear your 5 little kids hungry and crying and all. He said,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have that happen to me because I go out here and get me a job. People think everything is just that simple. You
Right.
don't know
You
what this
think you
man
would
went
do
through
that,
his
but
life.
what you doing now? Like, it's easy for somebody to, think they know somebody else and what they went through and say how they would do it better. And so when you in that position and you have to do it and you see it ain't easy, it's nothing like learning for yourself and going through the experience for you to say, "Oh shoot, that's what they was talking about." You
Right.
don't know what this
You don't
man
know.
been
And
through.
that's what I'm saying. He might be
Yeah.
when you look at people that are drunks and sitting on the corner somewhere, or even somebody who you know is on drugs, you really shouldn't laugh at them or make fun pointing at them because you don't know what they went through. They didn't give us no backstory on the mayor, but the mayor could have been somebody college educated for all we know. He could have had a good job for all we know. We don't know what he went through, and a lot of times people just lose it all, and they end up for different various reasons. It could be grief, it could be economic reasons, a whole lot of things, and they lose everything. So I don't think you should make fun of people because you don't never know. You could be one paycheck away from
You
being
really don't.
um the mayor too, sitting outside drinking Miller High Life.
Exactly.
Anybody, So I mean, unless you're a wealthy person, but I know I'm not. So anybody could be a check or two or three away from sitting outside too. So I didn't. Yeah, it's the one in the purple shirt. The rest of them was just they they was making fun for a minute, but then they saw he was doing too much, and they was pulling him away because he was just he's young. He ain't lived no life. He probably still live home with his mom and daddy or his grandmama or somebody. So he ain't lived no life yet. Now this is when everybody started saying racial stuff about each other. Everybody calling you. I ain't even gonna say the stuff because I ain't trying to get in flagged or nothing. But everybody was calling each other all kind of
Yeah, they was
racial
pretty much saying
slurs.
all the stereotypes, all of the slurs,
All
you
the
know,
slurs, yes.
that
Well, that's what I'm saying because we all prejudiced, and even if
mhm.
we don't say it out loud, sometimes we think it with some of these groups, you know. So
I would well, yes, humans everybody does have their prejudices, and most times you taught that, but I would say it's more damn the word just came to me and then left me. Y'all know I'll be getting brain fog, maybe to come back. Like biases. We do
yeah,
have
biases.
biases
Yes,
most of the time.
yes,
And
yes, yeah.
definitely as far as prejudice is things that you've been taught since you was a child and that you grow up with
Hmm.
and then you think is normal and that's how you're supposed to just look at everybody overall.
Right,
But
absolutely.
you know.
Yeah,
So they
but like
definitely was showing that with this part.
well, like Love Daddy said, where everybody just chill out, and that's the truth,
Hmm.
Ruth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody just chill out because everybody was just
Hmm.
doing too much. But yeah, these are definitely things that look. Everything they said is stuff I've heard growing
Yeah,
up that people
definitely.
would say,
Definitely.
that black people would say, white people would say, everybody would say. I've heard it. So
Hmm.
now we get to understanding what the love hate on Radio Raheem's Handsman. It was about Cain and Abel, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Wasn't
Yeah.
about Cain and Abel in the Bible,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cain and
So
Abel in the
and how
Bible.
love overruled hate.
Love
Yeah, and
wins.
that
Love conquers all.
love conquers all, yeah. And that is
Hmm.
the truth. Because if
Yeah.
you have to really, I don't hate anybody. You can dislike people, people can get on
Hmm.
your nerve, people can piss you off, and that's one thing. But hate is something very strong. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? To hate somebody. You
Yeah,
got
I always grew up hearing hate is a strong word.
it's
And so
very
you don't
yeah,
just use that for
you got to
any
do
and
something.
everything.
You got to do something really bad. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's some, of course, somebody under violate you or unalive your
Hmm.
family or something. I
Hmm.
mean, I guess you can, hate, but
Hmm.
even then, I've seen people who say, when you watch those true crime stories and somebody unalive their mother or father,
Hmm.
and they say, I don't hate them. I'm praying for for that person while they sitting on death row. And I don't know if I'm there to that. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
might.
don't know unless
I don't know if I'd be
if
there
I
with
was
that,
in
but
that situation, but I know like as kids, sometimes me and my brother may say, "I hate you." My mother was like, "No,
oh no,
you
we
don't.
couldn't say
Like you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
say that." You know what I mean?
yeah.
You
They
can't
can
say
say
that for any and every little thing, but I do think
for
there's
any and
some
every
things
right,
that
right.
you
You can't
definitely, yeah. But it
not to
was
say
like
for
we
every
used
and
to
never
just
no
be
say
saying it all loose, and she was like,
no,
hate
not
is
just
a
because
strong word."
you and your siblings fighting with each other don't
Hmm.
mean it's not hate. Y'all just
Hmm.
mad at each other for the moment. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah. So look, I know I got siblings and I got two sisters and we ain't always all on the same page.
Yeah.
But nobody hate nobody. Do we always
Hmm.
like each other all the time? Or
No,
we get on
right.
each other
Sometimes I
nerves?
don't like
No.
them as people, right?
Yeah. Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. And then Mookie going to ask for his money early, and he's like, "Look, who goes and get paid before the end of the work day?" He said, "Can I get my money now?" And the work day ain't even over yet, and he was asking for his money. But Sal probably said, "No, I ain't giving him his money early because if he get his money now, he ain't never coming back." So we need him here to make these deliveries. But then Radio Raheem, now you see how hot it is. He's sweating, and plus, I'm sure it's hot in that pizzeria with that
Oh
oven
yeah.
going. And then he coming in blasting. Now, okay, now this is the question: was Radio Raheem right for coming? And I ain't talking about when we get to the ending. Just right here, was he right coming in there to get 2 slices of pizza, and he blasting that Ray on your establishment?
No.
Yeah, I think he was wrong. Yeah, come on,
No.
come on now, Radio Raheem. Even though Sal,
Turn that
yeah,
down, okay? When
yeah,
you say I can't even hear myself think, like
yeah,
you ain't supposed to come in here blasting no
I don't want to
music.
give, I don't like to really give Sal no credit for nothing, but however, he's not wrong on this. You can't go into nobody's establishment, white, black, or otherwise. I don't care whose establishment, and you coming there blasting your rate. It's one thing to walk up and down the street, even though that could be annoying, and stand in front of somebody's house and you blasting, but you go into a business and talking about two slices. Yeah, no, yeah, you need to turn that down, brother. You know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous, but he turned it down at that particular time, and then we just still talking about how hot it is. And look, everybody was dying at this point. Look at the man; he been drinking the bed. He passed. The Mookie done went back to the house, took another
You
shower
took
because
another shower.
yeah, mother sister sitting in the window. Look like she ain't might not got no air conditioning. She's sitting in the window, and the guys are sitting he's sitting directly in the sun, so he getting he real hot. So um it's just when it's just hot and miserable. And here we go. Pino is this still talking about how he loathes these people. He used the word loathe means somebody crawling up your skin, like you just, I can't stand them. I hate coming here. I loathe these people. um and he was like, Sal was like, look, these people grew up on my food. He said, this is I don't have a
I
I
don't
don't
know
even.
how old Pino was supposed to be because I was saying, why did he even make him come? Like, if you talking this strongly, because at one point he even told him he loathed him. He said, "Well, you loathe me." He said, "No, I didn't say that." He said, "That's what it sounded like you
He
said to
looked like
me."
he 20. I mean, like 20 something years old. Like maybe, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. It's hard to
Mm-hmm.
tell with them with their ages, but
Right.
I
Yeah.
just say, let's say 20 something or 30. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But
Because
why?
he keep thinking like, oh, this is a family business. At one point, he even talks about adding their names on and making it Sal and Sons, and it's like, I want y'all to have this and be able to, have y'all families. But if this is not what he wants,
Look at
it's
Kendall
like,
saying, Kendall Wright said the mayor was hot because he drinking beer and wearing that hot
exactly,
ass suit.
Kendall.
He wearing a full suit, like he had slacks and a jacket and a long sleeve shirt
Mm-hmm.
and a hat. No wonder he was so hot outside. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I'll be like, something. If my son told me I can't stand coming here to this bit, if I had a business and I just loathe these people and I can't stand coming here, I'm like, then don't bring your ass over here no more then. Because I don't need you over here running your damn mouth and making it miserable for the rest of us here. Because he
Right,
really was making the whole
exactly.
day miserable.
Yeah, like all you doing is sitting around complaining. Everything your father asks you to do, you don't want to do it. You complaining, you're arguing with your brother, you're arguing with other people that's coming around. Like, go your miserable ass home. I wouldn't have been able to deal with that every day, all day.
I
I know
know, I know.
he probably trying to, say he's teaching him responsibility and like you got to get up and be doing something,
But
but
yeah,
you would
because
have to do it
he
somewhere
wanted the
else.
business to be
Yeah.
Sal's and Sons or something.
Hmm.
And then of course Smiley still coming around bothering everybody. And then he just go out there, Smiley might be a nuisance, but he ain't bothering nobody. And Pino is just just being a butthole.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
then of course
Sal knew that. That's why he was like, "Come out, give you some change," and said, "Oh, everything's all
yeah,
right."
because
But
also the guys across the street was sitting across the street, them old men,
hmm,
and they
yeah,
also was saying, "Leave the guy alone. He
hmm,
ain't bothering you." So
exactly.
it was about to be a thing. And then we got Brooklyn's own Mike Tyson got his big sign up there. Um, I just had to highlight Mike Tyson, Brooklyn's own. Um, Bugging out is going around telling everybody he trying to do the protest Sal's
Boy,
Pizzeria.
cow house,
Yeah,
yeah.
boycott it. Yeah,
Mhm.
boycott Sal's, and everybody was like, "Nah, I grew up on that pizza." They said I ain't doing that, and the
Mhm.
mayor, of course, wasn't doing it. Um, so
Obviously, they didn't have a lot of pizza shops in the neighborhood. My damn neighborhood got too many damn pizza shops. It's
but
like
see, this
five on
like
one block.
it's almost like this was like just that street. It seemed like,
Yeah,
didn't
just that street.
it seemed
Yeah.
like it was just that street. Yeah, it's not like a
Yeah, when
whole
I walk to
neighborhood.
my corner, it's five different pizza shops. Now I only really mess with one, but where you turn
You
is
got
a damn pizza
you
shop.
got you got a good one on your street, on your block.
Yeah, That's the same one that's been there for years.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and probably everybody know him too. Everybody know that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah. And so it looked like everybody like Jade. She probably the sweet girl in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They was all sweet on her. So, cause she told Bugging out, she said, "Listen," he said, "Are you?" Cause he tried to tell her, "Are you down?" She said, "Yeah, I'm down." She said, "But the
Mhm.
thing is, won't you use this?" She said, "I'm for, you know, you, I'm for anything positive, but you're just being like
Yeah.
boycotting for what?" It was like just because he ain't put no black people on the wall. It's not, it's not your establishment. Like it wasn't. It really. I couldn't really get down with Bugging out on this part. You know what I'm saying? If you walk into that pizzeria that you just talking about, to me, on your block, and you walk in there and you see they got some pictures on the wall that you don't like, you don't got to go back there no more if you don't like it. If it's bothering you
Exactly.
that bad, like you gonna go around telling everybody in your neighborhood to boycott it. Nah. I
Mhm.
just think he was doing too much.
Now, if he had some Nazi stuff or some Ku Klux
Oh, that's
Klan stuff
different.
on the wall,
No,
now
that's
we
different.
now we
No, I
talking
ain't
about
talking about
something
that.
different. You
No,
know what
it's
I
yeah,
mean?
and
But
Sal
just
didn't have
having
that.
Italian people on his wall, you
Yeah, Italian
know.
people on the wall. No, exactly. No, if it had some Nazis, some KKK, all that kind of stuff, no,
Right.
that's different. No, then yeah,
Hmm.
y'all need to shut it down. The whole neighborhood need to
Hmm.
shut that thing down. Um, but no, that wasn't the case. It
Hmm.
looked like Sal been there forever. Sal said that to Pino
Yeah,
that
he said some
I
of the
saw
people
these
grew up on
grew
his
up on,
food. You
yes,
know, he's seen the
and
elderly grow more, and he's seen kids grow into adults. Yeah.
right, absolutely. He been there probably for like 30 years or 40 years. He
Hmm.
probably been there forever. Um, so he looked like he got a little sweet thing for Jade too. And he coming in talking, I want to make her a
Yeah,
special
he was
sandwich.
being real extra. Can I make you a special slice? I said, what the hell going on here?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
I
the
got
other
something.
thing. Y'all don't like us, but y'all like us. Okay.
Oh, you do that. See, that's a whole nother deep dive
Yeah.
conversation. They
Hmm.
don't want to be us, but they ain't got no problem with sleeping with our black women's though.
Hmm.
They don't want to be a bother with us, but they'll sleep with our black
And Mookie face
women.
is like, don't do it
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's my sister, and even Pino was getting pissed off.
Hmm.
He was getting angry.
Hmm.
So, now he go with the 20 batteries. Look, that
Yeah.
thing 20D batteries.
Hmm.
That's a lot of goddamn batteries. That's a lot of
Hmm.
batteries. But I remember my boombox definitely wasn't nothing big like that, but it did used to take a lot of daggone batteries. I do remember that. But and that's why you couldn't just have it out all the time without it being plugged up. You know what I mean? Because it would
Hmm.
it would run down. Yeah, it
Yeah.
don't take long. That thing probably heavy too. Look at the bottom of it.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't walk around with that shit. Mm-mm.
And he a big, strong, strapping
Yeah,
guy,
he
but
a big
still.
dude. I definitely couldn't walk around with
No,
that.
no, you and I could not be. No, we had to
Mm-mm.
sit that thing on our front step and just boogie to it. Well, to the music. It'd
Mhm.
be sitting on our step. You know, yeah, remixing up the bloodlines. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. But he was trying to harass these people because they couldn't speak the proper English, whatever. But like I said,
He
everybody in this
said
movie
March.
had
He
prejudice.
said March. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly. He said, "What's the?" And look, I ain't mad at him asking what's the year on or the date on batteries because
Hmm.
sometimes these places will sell you batteries that expire.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's the
Oh
truth.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got caught a couple times with
yeah, that's
shit.
true. So you have to always when you
Hmm.
buy batteries, even now, you have to look at the date because they be trying to be slick.
Hmm.
And then the man,
Listen, when he went for those flowers and she told him it's expensive, he said, "Baby, I got it. Okay,
I
don't
got the
worry."
money, right? Yeah, you
Right.
can't assume that he ain't got no money just because he
Hmm.
drinking beer. You just don't know what his situation is. But
Hmm.
he's sweet on mother sister and bought her some
Hmm.
roses. That was nice.
Yeah, he
Now
was definitely on his LL can't live without my radio for real, for real.
okay, now Tamika, talk about this because I know you know about the ice,
Yeah, I don't
shaved
even
ice.
see these no more. But
You
yeah, that
don't? They
was
don't do it no more.
no, I don't see these no more. I see the other little cocoa carts, but I'll say in my area, maybe they have it in other areas. But it's been a very long time since I've seen these. But yeah, we definitely
I
used
don't
to
see them no
stop
more either.
and we used to
We
get us these shaved ice. Absolutely.
Yeah. We when I was a kid, we had
Yeah.
people used to come around like this with
Mm-hmm.
the shave ice or what you call the it's still shaved ice with like snow cone type ice or whatever the ice, and you
Mm-hmm.
pour the stuff over top of it, and they would come
Those
around
used to
in
be
carts.
so good. Yes.
Real good, real
Hmm.
good.
Then
But
my mother
I
started getting slick. She started making us ice. She said, "We got ices at home." She would make the Kool-Aid and then put it in the cups and freeze them.
yes,
And then once my friends had some, people was
yes,
knocking at the door wanting to buy my mama ices. She said, "I didn't say I was selling no damn ices."
yes. Okay, to me, Monique
Yeah.
said they call it a snow cone. It's all the same concept. With the
Hmm.
shaved ice, snow
Yeah.
cones,
That was
Italian
good
ice,
though.
all that kind of
Mhm.
thing. Yeah, but those were good back in the day because strawberry tasted like strawberry, cherry tasted like cherry. It was good. Oh, especially as a kid, be ice cold. I mean, shit, I want one now. Now think about it, my mouth is watering.
Right.
Yeah, give me. I used to like when you used to mix the flavors. You
Yes,
put
mix
blue and
it. Yep.
red and all
Hmm.
different colors. Yes, they used to be good. But yeah, that was the thing, especially on a good hot day when it's real hot, like 100 degrees. You gotta eat that thing up real fast because it will definitely melt in a heartbeat. But look, but all of a sudden the ice cream truck came flying around the corner, which we all remember the ice cream trucks with the bell,
Hmm.
Go Hume or whatever it was, and the little boy just died. And I seen kids do this all the time. I probably did it as a
Yeah.
kid too, but I possibly could have done it as a kid too. When you jump out in traffic or
Hmm.
in front of you see
Yeah,
ice
that
cream
little
truck,
boy would have been gone if he didn't hurry up and jump in
and
me and
he
move him out the
jumping,
way.
and this
Now
mother
I
was
was
about to
kind
whip
of
his ass.
confused. I was kind of confused with her reaction. Like first she thought, I guess that the mayor just knocked him out the way for no reason, and then
She
once he
did.
said, like, yeah, I seen the ice cream truck coming, and he was like, I hurried up and I saved two lives today, me and his. And she asked her son, "Is that what happened? Is that what happened?" Next thing you know, she started
She
whipping
was
him.
wailing on
I
his
was like,
ass.
"Well, wait a damn minute, lady." And then he told her, like, "You didn't have to do that." She said, "Don't nobody tell me
They
what to
tell
do
me
with
how to
my damn
raise him.
son."
Now
Now
he
you,
miss daddy.
yeah. I
Yeah,
said,
this lady was
"Well, okay."
crazy. Yeah,
He
this
said he
lady was
just
crazy.
scared, and yeah, that will scare you. That definitely will. Shit.
Yeah, but I don't know what was her problem. Like,
Yeah, I was a
what?
little confused
But
with her reaction.
but I guess I guess Spike Lee was showing that they are mothers that's like this. I guess I don't know, but my mother wouldn't have did that. She would have been more upset. Like that one, glad that I'm alive, but then two,
Hmm.
upset that I jumped in front of traffic,
Right.
in front of a car that because of some ice
Hmm.
cream truck. So she would have been thanking the man.
Yeah.
So, but well then so Jade is sitting there talking to and then he talked about how big her eyes are. He was kind of giving me the creeps or something. I don't know. You
Yeah, that
know,
was just weird. She do have beautiful eyes, though. I
she
always thought her
do. Yeah,
eyes
his
was
sister got
pretty.
she do got big eyes. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean Spike got big eyes too. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
I like his sister. I like her.
Hmm.
And he didn't Mookie didn't like that. He was just
He ain't
like,
like
look,
that now one
don't
bit.
be don't be around my sister. He didn't care for that. And then look at this. I had to put this up here. Tawana told the
Hmm.
truth. Now, if y'all old enough to remember the Tawana Brawley situation,
Yeah.
y'all Google it and look it up. Now, at the time, people thought she was telling the truth, but it turned out that chick lied. And
Hmm.
she never went to jail or nothing for lying.
No. Mm-mm.
She never get no type of consequences for lying like that. I mean, and it was
Mm-mm.
terrible because she had Al Sharpton out
Yeah.
there
And
protesting.
everybody
She had
was coming out.
everybody out there
Hmm.
protest. Everybody was on her side, and then she lied. Why did she make up that whole story? There's something that
I
she was
don't
raped
know,
by
child.
she was raped and everything. Why she make up that whole story? I don't
Yeah.
know, but y'all can look it up. It's a crazy story for those that don't know it. Um,
Hmm.
but that was on Al Sharpton's neck for a long time about that situation. But it's
Yeah.
not his fault. He thought she was telling the truth. That's why you got to vet these people before you just out here saying something. Um, so at this point, Mookie Tina goes and order pizza. just so she could get Mookie to, her place. The
Mm-hmm.
mother can't stand Mookie, and then mother sister is just congratulating the mayor for what he did to save the little
Yeah.
boy. And then these two with the ice, that mother can't stand him because I guess she figured he rarely come around, and then when he do, he probably just coming to have sex with her, and he ain't bringing no money or doing nothing for the child. I mean, I'm assuming that's why the mother don't like him. We don't know, um, but yeah, look, it's hot as hell. Like so, and when it's real hot, you ain't got no air condition. I guess still when it's hot, people still get down to make it. I guess that's how these babies be getting, being born. But but I don't know. At my age now, if it's real, and I'm going through menopausal stuff, I'm perimenopausal. I'm telling all my business. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't afraid of, ashamed of it. That now, if my man come and try to roll up on me and we ain't got no air conditioning, I'm like, if you don't get up off of me, it's too hot.
Yeah, because it's like when the OGs was sitting out there talking, and he said it's too hot to have sex, and Big D Willie said it ain't never too hot. He said
it ain't never too hot or too cold.
Over the project. It ain't too hot or too cold. Yeah,
he said ain't never too hot or too cold. I mean, I got maybe when I was young, it probably.
But yeah, ain't nobody trying to be doing all that. And no
I'm 54 years old now. Like it's too hot now. Like I'm only you sweaty and I'm sweaty. Like no, get out of my face.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, now when I was 18, 19,
right.
20, 21,
you ain't give a damn.
And I ain't give a damn. We getting down with the get down. Yeah, so
right.
it ain't no thing then. But look like Pino and Vincent's finally, they get the squabbling. But really, I wish that Vincent would have punched him in his face. I really wish he would have punched him in his face.
I do too, shit.
I just had about enough.
One good time, okay?
Just one good time, and but now they getting ready to close up. But this is the reason why I put these pictures here because I wanted to mention this part. They getting ready to close up. It's the end of the day. Sal said, "Oh, we did real good. We made a lot of money. We had a real good day." He said, "Now I'm thinking about changing the sign to Sal and Sons," and then he said, "Mookie, and we'll always have a place for you here."
Mm-hmm. He said, "You like one of my sons too." I said, "Huh? How the hell is Mookie
I don't know. Am I taking it wrong by him saying you'll always have a place? I don't know. It just made me feel away. I don't know.
I didn't really take it no kind of way because when he added on, "You're like a son too," I was saying to myself, but you don't really treat him like a son. You ain't acting like he a son.
You ain't treating him like that.
Yeah, because you don't really demand that Pino show him any type of respect. This whole movie, we seeing Pino talking to him any old kind of way and calling people derogatory names and all that other stuff. Like, I just feel like if you really felt, and maybe in his way, he did think that. But to me, I was like, that's not what it's given. You saying that out your mouth, but your actions haven't been showing that.
Yeah, see, I ain't by myself with the hot flashes because I had one not that long ago. I'm out with my son.
And what make you think that he wanted to?
And them things they know, and they come.
Job.
They come when it come. Yeah, and then what makes me think I want to still have this job? You know what I'm saying? I'm only here for a few minutes. It's not my. I wanted my life.
It's like he think it's a prize. He want his sons to want it. He want Mookie to want it when really it's him that wants it. I don't know.
That's how I took it, Monique. Thank you. I wasn't expressing it right, but you will always have your job. Like you always have your maid job. I don't know. I just took it like, what do you mean by that? And CJ said he was 2 at the time. That's okay. You can still enjoy it now because this movie still applies to right now. So it don't even matter what we talked about that at the beginning. It don't even matter. Yeah.
It still applies to today, unfortunately.
But this is when things about to get popping off right here. So
yeah, because he should have just closed up and went about his business. Even Mookie was like, "No, we closed." He said, "Damn," because he was ready to go, and Sal was like, "Nah, let them in." He said, "They love the pizza." And they gonna get their 4 slices to go.
because he also hyped up Radio Raheem, Bugging Out.
Mm-hmm.
He got him all hyped up. He got
Yeah.
Smiley all hyped up.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about we gonna boycott, we're gonna shut it down. And then they come in there, get their 4
Mm.
slices to go.
Kendall said Sal wants to keep Mookie close so that Jade will show up. Shit, I don't know, child.
Oh
Maybe
yeah, I
it
hope
was.
that. I don't put nothing past him.
I don't put nothing past him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. 40th anniversary. Okay.
Okay.
Well, CJ, I graduated the same year, same month too, in June of '89. So it'd be, that's how I know what year it was when it was going on. You know, that was it was crazy times going on. A lot of crazy stuff. Well, it ain't no more crazy than that. Still, things is crazy now too. So, um. Well, then Radio Raheem coming in, he blasting the music, and he was like, "Look, turn the music off." Everybody yelling, "Turn the music off!" And then, when he got that bat and broke the radio, that's what messed it all up. That's what did it right there. That when he got that bat and broke the radio, Sal was wrong for doing that. You could have just told them to leave and threw them out. Whatever.
He lost his temper, and that was just the worst thing.
He said, "You gonna boycott me? You gonna boycott me?" And he grabbed the bat and broke the radio in pieces, and that lit a match with Radio Raheem, and all hell broke loose. He grabbed Sal, grabbed him from across the counter, choking him on the ground. Then the fight went from inside to outside, and it just got out of control. Then, of course, them racist cops showed up again and grabbed up on Radio Raheem, and this is when they did way too much. This is where the police during this time frame, 80s, 90s, probably in the 2000s, early 2000s too, they was using them damn chokeholds, and they was grabbing, and the chokehold is supposed to be illegal, but it's supposed to be, but it's supposed to be legal now.
This was so hard to watch. It's like triggering because
it's very triggering,
That's happening. This is when it just got completely out of hand. It went way too fast, and it was happening too fast, and nobody couldn't get any control of it. And this was like the icing on the cake because they,
Yeah, Sal was wrong. Just because he had a Radio Raheem came in there with that radio, you could have cursed him out. You could have told all the fellas in there, "Hey, I mean, I know they don't want to mess with Radio Raheem, but y'all could have said, get up out of here, call the cops and have them take him, whatever." Well, no, not these racist cops, but you know what I'm saying. You could have figured out something else, but but Sal was wrong. He got the party started by, and I ain't trying to be funny by that. He got things popping by busting up that radio, but then the cops took it to a whole
nother level.
Took it to a whole nother level,
and that's how fast things happen. That's real. It'd be like 1 minute, and the next minute, everything, an explosion and
an explosion. Yeah, right. And he wait a minute. Let me go to this next one. Yeah, well, they choked him out to the point his feet was dangling, and he died. And this is what happened, like with George Floyd. That with the knee on the neck. Rest in peace to George Floyd, because we all was home during COVID. Nobody was able to go out. Nobody was able to leave the house, and we sat there, in the whole world, not the nation, not your city or state. The whole world saw them choke that man out on like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all hell
that was hard. That was
very hard. And then this when it was so. Just to summarize, a big fight broke out. Everybody's scrambling, fighting. They tearing up they tore up Sal's Pizzeria. Mookie goes and get the trash can, throws it through the glass, and they just tore the place up. And this is so the question I have on my when I titled this, did Mookie do the right thing? So in your opinion, do you think Mookie was right for throwing the trash can, or he was wrong? Because after he threw the trash can, then that's when the whole place started catching on fire and burned down. So, what you think, Tamika, about
I
Mookie?
don't know. I kind of
Right,
got mixed feelings about it. Like on one hand, I get it. Like we talking about somebody lost their life behind this
yeah,
whole situation that
right,
really didn't need to escalate and go to where it went to. And then I'm
mm-hmm.
thinking about like Mookie worked here. This was a store that was, in the name because at first Mookie was standing on the same side as Sal, and he looked at him, and then he looked at the rest of the crowd, and he goes to that side and stands. So, I mean, when you got that rage and you hurting right now because of what you just seen, and we talking about your business versus somebody lost their life, then I guess it is
And
F the business.
Smiley is the one who started the fire because he lit the match,
Yeah.
and so Smiley is the
And it
one who
was like
started that fire. Yeah.
he was hurting, he was upset, but
Yeah, Smiley. Look,
uh,
Smiley might be a little like he stutters and maybe a little
hmm
slow, but he ain't stupid. Like he was,
yeah.
he's you can tell he wasn't dumb. So, and then I understand why mother's sister was screaming because she
hmm
came through an era where she saw this from
Yes,
probably the
absolutely.
40s, the 30s, the 40s, the
hmm
50s, the 60s, the 70s. You know, here
hmm
we still going through this now in 1989, and that's
Yeah.
probably why she was hollering and screaming like she
hmm
kept screaming no, no,
Yeah. I know
um
that had to be very triggering for her because
yeah,
you
but
don't want
probably
to
very
see
trick.
stuff like this in your community, in your neighborhood where you got to walk outside every day. But at the same time, I understand they hurt and they rage and them feeling like, man, F all of y'all. Because at that point, the fire people had even tried to come and put the water out. And then they started spraying them with the damn hose. It got
I
so
know, yeah,
chaotic
and
and
yeah,
so crazy.
let me see, right, yeah, they're spraying them with the hose.
hmm
Everybody was as upset,
Yeah.
and like Kendall said, Mookie was right throwing that trash can through. Okay, because I think I remember when it first came, people was like, "Oh, he was wrong," and then
Yeah, I
and
can't just say
years
he wrong
later,
because I understand the
no,
pain
I
and the
think
hurt that he felt.
he was upset about.
Yeah.
Okay, it's one thing to be mad about the radio being loud and all that,
Mhm.
but for you took it too far when you beat the radio up, and then
Mhm.
you let the cops by you did this, it made the cops come, and then and then they chose. He was just angry about what happened to
Yeah.
his friend,
He
Radio
was
Raheem.
angry. Yeah,
Yeah,
rightfully so. I understand his anger completely.
yeah, I agree with it. He was defending himself from Sal's. Yeah, Sal was racist too because Max Shack when he was beating up when he tore up the radio, he used the N word. He was screaming.
Yeah, that's when the N word came out of him.
He called them niggas. Yeah.
Mhm.
Excuse me,
Yep.
I'm just saying it what it was. Yeah, he called,
Yeah,
he
that's
called
when it came out of him.
yeah, that's why I said Sal had that racism in him too. Them boys learned it from somewhere. Pino learned it from somewhere. It was in the household. They learned it from somewhere. You don't just come out the womb being racist. So you can't expect Pino to be loving on black people if the fact that he
Well,
learned
the
it from
neighborhood that he mentioned, where he said, "Why don't we go back there?" That was a neighborhood where
yeah, like
incident
Bensonhurst
happened
or something,
too.
right?
Incident happened there too back in the days, if you look it up, and it was
Mm.
definitely a predominantly white. So, I mean, that was in school, at work, at home, all around the neighborhood, and everywhere else. Now, why Sal decided to come over here and build this? Because he said he built it from scratch. He built it with
He
his
says a
hands.
lot of pizzerias in that area. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna go over to the
still,
black
it's just
neighborhood.
like, so I don't know. Like,
I guess he figured let me go over to the black neighborhood because there was no pizzeria over there because it was
mm-hmm,
100. It's probably 100
mm-hmm,
pizzerias in that particular neighborhood where he
right.
lived at. But he just and then at the end of it all, because all this went on all night long. This went on all night long. They burned down Sal's Pizzeria, and then at the end of it, the next day, this was the next day, Mookie gets up out the bed, walk down the street, and like, "Where's my money?"
And why was she mad that he was going to get his money? I don't know. That
Yeah,
annoyed
I
me.
know
But
Tina was got. She worked my nerve. Yeah, she was annoying throughout the whole movie. She was annoying. Uh, she was just annoying. I wouldn't have been mad. Yeah, go get your money. He gave him $500. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, go get your $500 because the little boy Hector needs some sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So go get that. Look, and they just tore the whole thing up. And at the end of it all, this was what Smiley was carrying around the whole time.
yeah.
You know that this is the one and only time that Malcolm and Martin met behind the closed doors. Unfortunately, we don't have no audio or no video of them. But we do know this is the only picture they took together. And then they went behind a closed door meeting. I've seen a lot of documentaries and movies and things about the civil rights. So um they I would love to be a fly on the wall to know what they talked about.
Yeah.
I'm sure most people do. And I think that toward the end of Malcolm's life, he softened up a little bit, you know, especially once he got away from the Nation of Islam at the time. I think he kind of,
Yeah, I think they both got a better understanding of each other. And
I think, because
that scared them even more because they said, buddy, baby, if these two get together.
Yeah, and because Martin also, at the end, toward the later years of his life, he was also, if you go back and listen to any of his old speeches toward the right before, like the last couple of months before they assassinated him, he was starting to talk a little bit different too, almost on the militant side a little bit.
And they were both so young. A lot of these
39 years old, both of them.
Yeah.
And look how they looked older than that because, you know, people did look older in those times.
They
but they went through a lot of heartache and a lot of pain. I couldn't imagine what they've gone through. I just can't even fathom being in their shoes and what both of them had to go through. But we are here, all of us, you and I, everybody in this chat, because of these two brothers right here. And a host of other women too, a lot of people. There's a whole bunch of people that we just can't even name. We'll be up here all night long and for days naming everybody. But because of these men and the stuff they went through is why we could sit here today. And so I have love and respect for both of them. Yeah. Both of them. And I do want to, this was in the movie, at the end of the movie, this is some of the people who, these were some of the people during the time in New York. I remember some of these names, like the Edmund Perry one. That was the guy who got killed in Central Park. Edmund Perry. He got killed in Central Park by some racist white people. It was Eleanor Bumpurs, Michael Griffith, Arthur Miller, Yvonne Smallwood, and I remember the Michael Stewart. I remember that name. I remember that name.
And look how many more names is added to this.
Yeah, this is just a few people who got killed by the hands of the New York police at the time. The list is so long now. We'll be up here forever naming everybody, you know. And unfortunately, the list has gotten longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. And it's not just New York police. I know the movie is based in New York, but this is police all over. So, and unfortunately, these things, these stories, everything the fun stuff we talked about, and even the racism and all the sad stuff we talk about, it's still going on right now. All this.
That's what I said when we started this. I said you could play this movie right now for somebody that don't know and tell them it's 2026, and it wouldn't be hard for them to believe. Because unfortunately, history just repeats itself, and a lot of this stuff is just a cycle that keeps going. So you literally can relate to anything happening right now.
Yeah, a lot of hardships they endure. You're talking about Malcolm and Martin. Yes. I mean, they sacrificed. See, I don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice. I don't know. You know, I don't want to say I won't. I don't know what I would do until I'm in the situation, but I just can't imagine the sacrifices they went through. Their wives went through. Their children went through. These people went through a lot. Yeah, that's why I have nothing but respect. And I don't like when people say anything negative about either one of them. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? They're not. Are they perfect? No. Did they make mistakes? Yes. They're men. They're mortal people. This we all make mistakes, but they have. Yeah. Look at the Nolan Wells case. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Mhm.
lot still going on. That we feel
Yeah.
like we just haven't. Nothing's changing. I don't understand. I don't understand. But this was a great movie though. Spike, this is one of Spike Lee. This is a classic by Spike Lee. He does have quite a few classics, and this is one of them. And so I just said, on my list, I'm gonna try to get to I'm gonna try to do the Mo Better Blues and Jungle Fever. Did we do Malcolm X? Did I
No, that's on my list too. I wanted to
I
do
don't know
that
if I
as
did
like a
Malcolm X. At some point,
celebration,
I'm gonna do. Yeah, at some
celebrating
point, I'm gonna
Black.
do that.
I had it on the list for there because I was like, that's a
Yeah,
long movie, but yeah, I
yeah. I'm gonna try to do
definitely
that too.
want
I'm
to
gonna try to
talk
get
about
through them.
that,
I'm gonna
and I
try for
definitely
twice a
want to
month.
talk about what do you
I'm gonna
call
try
that?
for
More
twice
Better
a
Blues.
month,
That's my
Tamika,
favorite.
to get through them. But I don't want to promise. I'm gonna try for twice a month, but I'm at least once a month. I'm gonna try to make the commitment to do at least one movie a month. Have a movie night a month. So, um, I love everybody in the whole entire community. Yes, I love everybody. I ain't got no problem. Now, of course, people get on my nerves now. That's just human nature. But
Yeah.
do I hate people? No, absolutely not. I don't hate nobody. Unless you did something heinous to me, then that's different.
Hmm.
You know, it's
Yeah.
almost worse now. It's like
Definitely.
all the progress we made is slowly, slowly. Ain't no slowly. It's like overnight going away.
Yeah, then the things that
You
they
know,
want to remove and they want to take away, that's a whole nother discussion. So yeah,
that's a whole nother.
unfortunately.
Oh, Michelle said her mom marched and worked with Dr. King. That's great.
Okay.
That's good. Your mom probably got some stories
That's a
then.
lot of stories, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. This movie is still a great watch. It sure is.
Hmm.
She's Got to Have It be 40 years old, August 8th. Yeah, I remember when She's Got to Have It came out. I
Hmm.
remember that. Yeah. Um, yeah, so Malcolm at school, they do the right thing more. But yeah, we gonna get through these. Um Monique said, I hate those who hate me. Exact. Yeah. Monique crazy. That's right. That's right. But so if you got time to be hating on me, it's something wrong with you. Because I don't bother nobody. And if you
Yeah.
just hating on me, then like when I get nasty comments from people, I just said sometimes I be wanting to cuss them out, like F you, I be wanting to cuss them out. But then I had somebody comment the other day, just saying, I don't like your intro. It's too long. Now, why you
Yeah,
gotta
I ain't
tell
got
somebody
time for
all that?
that. I ain't gonna be arguing with everybody every minute over
I
every
ain't even
little
cuss them
thing.
out. I
There's
didn't even
so
cuss
much
the
more
person.
important stuff in my life to
But
than
why
to
even
do.
tell you, Tamika, if I see your intro is so long, I'm like, I might say it to myself, damn, Tamika got a long ass intro, but I'm not gonna sit there. Let me type this and let you know how I feel about that. I
Yeah,
don't
some
have the
people
time
just
to
ain't
do
got
that.
nothing else to do, and that's just what it
I
is.
don't have
I
the time.
learned
So
that.
I nicely told them, oh, okay, well, thank you for stopping through. I said,
Hmm.
you know something? How about you? When I told him, I said, I did tell him, I said, thanks for letting me know that my intro is too
Hmm.
long. I said, but you know something? There's a lot of other people's YouTube pages. They got shorter intros. You can probably go over there to
Yeah.
their pages and watch their thing. You don't have to stay
Yeah.
over here. So have a great day. Bye.
I
You
can't
know,
be arguing with people about every
I
little
ain't
thing.
arguing with you. And yeah, they ain't
There's
say
so
nothing
much
back.
more important stuff happening in the world and in my life. Okay,
Yeah,
way too much.
Monique, they be trying to get to trigger me. I know.
Yeah,
And
I
sometimes
ain't
I
got
feed
time.
into it and I gotta stop it. But I didn't cuss this person out, but I did tell them basically they can go on and go find another page to
Hmm.
go to. But I
Yeah.
shouldn't have even
Yeah,
responded.
that's on the list too, Kendall. Let me tell you something. The list that I
Soldier
got in
Stone.
here is like 5 different categories, long list of movies. It's not that we don't got stuff we could talk about. It's making the time to do it, and then so much different stuff happened with life and sickness and everything else that it got paused, and I didn't even realize how long it had got paused for. I'm gonna get you suckers another one that I had up there, and some things
Yeah.
Shout out to
Matthew
Inga.
talking about
Shout
I'll
out to
pay you to be
PG.
okay. Well, you can always
Shout
send a
out
super chat
to
now,
Candy. Some
Matthew.
things
Okay.
they already talked about that I had on my list,
Yeah,
and then
Crooklyn
there's
is a
other things that
classic.
we was
Yes.
all supposed to, do together. So trust me, that's on the
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
That's
Some
definitely
some
one that I
some
want
I'll
to
do
talk
by
about.
myself. Some I'll do do it by myself. Some I'll do a group. Look, and my YouTube people, they know they always invited. I don't close the door on nobody. Anybody want to come and they review a movie with me? Because I like somebody to sometimes talk with me, with it. So it's me and Tamika can link up again and do some other ones. I'm perfectly fine. But if she want to do her own, that's cool, and I could record some and do my own. So we gonna get through
Yeah.
our list. It might
I
take
was
us from
just
now to
talking
whenever.
about that. I said some I'll probably do as premieres, some, lives, and, again, some we could do together or whatever when we can, because sometimes if you're scheduling conflict and we can't. But yeah, those are all on the list. Trust me, I love them movies. I got them right behind me on DVD. Okay.
Oh, we already did
Oh,
Imitation of
we
Light.
did that.
We did
Yeah.
that. We
Listen,
did
go
that.
to
But
the
we went
playlist that
watch
says
go
throwback
back on
movies.
go on to Mika's page or go to my page
I'm gonna tell you
8071
right now the
or
ones
go
that
to
we did.
Muchella's review. Either one, the three of us did that, and that was a good one. That was a good conversation. We
The
had a great.
first one we ever did, and this was really because of Inga. It was right when Irene Cara passed away. We did Sparkle, we did Claudine, we did Lady Sings the Blues, Woman of Brewster Place, Imitation of Life, Cooley High, Mahogany, Which Way Is Up, Coffee, Uptown Saturday Night, JD's Revenge, Cotton Comes to Harlem, Black Caesar, Hell Up in Harlem, Foxy Brown, Let's Do It Again, Across 110th Street, Piece of the Action. We'll be here this Sunday, the first time we've been able to
Sunday.
get back
And
together.
what time
And
was
we talking
6:30?
about Shaft. I think it's 6:30.
6:30
And then I
Eastern
think,
time.
yes,
Eastern
and I
Standard
think
Time.
the next
6:30.
one's on the list, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta double check, but after Shaft, I think is Superfly and Sheba Baby, because we usually put out a poll for you guys to choose
Okay.
between the movies which one y'all want. So maybe we could do one of those next month. But yeah.
Now I don't know if we could do the penitentiary because the penitentiary
Now
kind
we
of
can't. Yeah, the penitentiary
Yeah,
a little
penitentiary.
bit
No,
something else.
we know we could do that in the
We
Discord.
did
We
Harlem
could do that in
Nights too.
Discord.
Harlem Nights was the
We could do that.
Flashback Friday movie.
Yeah, we can do Harlem Nights. No, wait a minute, we did Harlem
We
Nights.
did Harlem Nights. Yeah,
Yeah, we did Harlem Nights.
Nights.
On it's not on my. No, it might be on my page. Yeah, it's on. I think I streamed it.
We did Harlem Nights. We did the 5 Heartbeats. We did Devil in a Blue Dress.
Yes.
Now,
yeah, and I did a lot of the hood movies. I did New Jersey Drive. I did all the Tupac movies.
Yeah.
I did Menace to Society. I did House Party.
See, that's ones that I joined you for House Party, but I didn't get to do
New Jack City. I did that one. I did a lot of the hood. I still got some more hood movies to do. The urban movies. I still got some more on the list.
Definitely got a whole bunch on the list.
Okay, wait a minute. They're giving us some ideas. I know why the cage birds sing. Is that? I think that's on our list. It was, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did Claudine and we did the Wiz. Somebody did we no. Did I don't know if I was with you with the Wiz. Was I?
I don't remember if you was there with the Wiz.
I don't know if I was with you on the Wiz.
I think that might have been my cousin. That might have been one of the.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Movies,
no, yeah, Tamika. Kendall, check out Tamika's. Go to her through her page and scroll through it. She did the Wiz with some. Yeah, I wasn't there for that. We did Harlem Nights. Mr. Somebody. Okay. To Kill a Mockingbird. I haven't seen that in years. The black and white version. I haven't seen that in years. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, we haven't. That Imitation of Life though. That one was a good conversation, y'all. Y'all should go back and. I might have to go back and watch us. Yeah. Sometimes I go back to Mika every now and then.
Yeah, I think
watch our old ones, and I be here cracking up there
for the Wiz and Rosewood, and then I think Moochie, Inga, and my cousin, we all did JoJo Dancer together, and then we joined Pretty Girl when Tina Turner first died, and we talked about what's love got to do with it with her. And then there's
So
a couple
okay,
of
wait a
other
minute,
ones
wait a
that
minute,
I've been
Tamika. I
on.
don't think I had a page then because I didn't
Yeah,
stream
I
that to
don't
my
think you
page.
had a page then. Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
were just
yeah, that's
starting
not
out.
it's not on
Yep.
my page. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
That's what we
Matthew
were saying.
said,
Inga, you can do this too. And she
yeah,
used to
I know,
join
and
us.
look where I'm in there.
Hmm. Yeah.
Matthew said, "What about Dolomite? We
Dolomite
can
is
add.
on the list.
It's
That's
on the
on the list.
list. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Hmm.
see.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I
I
did
remember
do Purple
Tamika
Rain.
doing
That was the
Purple
first one
Rain.
I think I
Okay,
did
yeah,
for
she did
that.
that by yourself. You did that by
Yeah,
yourself.
I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that one by myself. I think I
Um.
did it as a premiere. Hmm.
Oh, you said you love Juice. Yeah, I did Juice. CJ, go through my page. You'll
Hmm.
see it. I did Juice. I think me and Paperboy. Paperboy did Men's
Yeah,
Society with me.
yeah.
He did
Mhm.
New Jack City, I
I remember
think,
watching that.
and Juice or something like that. He did New Jersey Drive with me.
Hmm.
Um
Yeah, those
Let
are
me
ones I
see.
still
Oh
wanted to
yeah, we
talk
did.
about.
Oh yeah, Melvin. We did
Yeah.
Piece of Action. That was a
Hmm.
good
If
one.
you go look
Oh,
and
Miss Nisi, I'm
it's
going to do that one. I already got a thumbnail for it. It's been my thumbnail been there for
yeah, I
2 years.
got that one on my
I still
list
have
too.
a thumbnail been holding on for
Everything
two
y'all
years.
putting up here, I got on my damn list.
I'm going to do Blue Hill Avenue. I got a thumbnail. Actually, I'm gonna jazz it up now. Now that I doing a little better with my thumbnails, I'm a jazz that thumbnail up. But yeah, I Blue Hill Avenue. I'm gonna do the wood. It's a bunch of like
If
y'all.
y'all
We can be
didn't
up here
get to,
forever. It's a lot of movies.
maybe it's some that y'all didn't get to see, you could check. I think
Flashdance,
it's like in
uh,
if
Flashdance.
you
I
look
mean,
in the
yeah, we can do
flashback
Flashdance.
movies, the throwback movies, it's playlist that's up on when you're looking at the homepage. I
Wait a
think it
minute.
says flashback movies,
Oh,
throwback movies,
Matthew. Well,
celebrating
Matthew.
movies, and mafia movies. If you look in there, some of these is up there. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Matthew, you said you can pay me to do the outside. Yeah. Well, first of all, you don't have to pay me to do the Outsiders. The Outsiders is one of my favorite movies. I used to
Hmm.
read. I was when I was I don't know what age it was, but I read all of S.E. Hutton's books during that time. I read all the books. I read The Outsiders. I was Rumblefish, Tex, all those little. They were like
Hmm.
those coming of age stories back then. I used to read
Yeah.
all them books, just like same thing like with Judy Blume. I used to read all her
Yeah.
stuff too.
Uh-huh.
And so
Yep.
I love the Outsiders. Oh, I
Mhm.
love the Outsiders. So you can still send me a super chat, Matthew, like little $5-10, okay? So I can get some lunch or something. Um, but I would do the Outsiders. Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my son. I've been trying to get my son Tamika to do something with me, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I said you ain't got to be on camera. I said
Right.
you ain't
Yeah.
got to be
You
on
get up
camera.
there,
He just
yeah,
don't want to
camera.
come up. Yeah, but I've been trying to get him to do something with me for the longest time. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to ask him to see if he'll do it because he loves the Outsiders.
Hmm.
Belly. I'm trying to think. I don't think I did Belly. I don't think so,
I
but
know
I'm not.
I did, and I had it on my list, but I ain't do it.
Yeah, but I would definitely do it.
Hmm.
How Stella got her groove back. I'll do that with the ladies. I'll do like a group something with the ladies. Maybe I get Candy or some of the other ladies up there would do that. Stella got because I haven't done that one. I'll do that since that's sort of like a women's one. I'll do that with the ladies. Um, wow, y'all so many. Oh, please. Oh, no. The wood. I got a thumbnail that I've been holding on to Tamika for like at least that in Blue Hill Avenue. You know, I be making thumbnails and then they just sit
Hmm.
there and I ain't never get it. So
Yeah, that one was on my list too.
yeah, I'm getting there. I'm going to get it. I don't know. So I'm going to try to see. This is toward the end of where we at now. We're in the middle of July. Let me see. Maybe I can do another movie. Raising Canaan coming back next week. So I don't know. I ain't going to do nothing next week. Maybe the end of July, first week in August. I
Yeah,
might do
because
something
it's
else.
about to start slowing down. Some of these shows is ending, and we'll kind of have a break. So
Yeah, I
that's
know
why I
we
was
got
saying,
Fightland. I'm not sure if I'm
yeah,
gonna review it. Are y'all reviewing Fightland?
I don't have no plans on reviewing it, but I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna check it out, but I was just
Yeah,
wondering if who's gonna
yeah,
review it. So
yeah.
I don't know. You know,
I didn't make a decision on
I
talking
haven't
about
made
it
decisions about it
yet.
yet. So, um, Ease Bayou, I think that's on the list.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's on the list. Oh, Colors. Oh yeah, definitely I'm gonna do because I've been doing all.
Yeah,
I like all the
Colors is a
hood
good
movies.
one.
So I'm gonna do Colors. I'll do
That's a
that
good
one.
one.
I'll do I'm gonna do South Central. It's a whole bunch of them. Now we can't do them all at one time, but we're gonna try.
Yeah,
We're gonna try to get Bustin' Loose is on our list too. No, we did Which Way Is
we
Up, but we didn't do
did. We
Bustin'
did.
Loose.
Yeah,
We did
yeah.
Which Way Is Up. That's the one we did.
Mhm.
Bastard Out of Carolina. Who is that movie? Who's in that one?
Oh, I've
Bastard.
seen that before. That was a sad movie. It was
Let
based
me
on a true
see.
story.
Bastard came out 1996. Okay. It's based on it's an American drama show. Okay. Let me see.
Wasn't that about the little
It's
girl?
she was physically abused and sexually
Yeah, that was
molested.
sad. That
Oh
was
no, yeah, you
yeah,
know something. I don't know if we want to do that. That's
yeah. I
too
remember that.
that's too triggering for a lot of people. Yeah.
Mhm.
And the Blue Collar, that's with Richard
Mhm.
Pryor. That's one
Mhm.
that's a real good one. I usually like to
Yeah.
that's a very, very good one to do. That's a very
Mhm.
good one. Yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna take all these things y'all saying into consideration. I am gonna do another one probably in another 2-3 weeks. Cause August, I don't have much going on during August. So
Yeah, that's
I will
what I was just
so
looking
I
at the
probably can
other
get
day.
more of them done in August. So maybe in another 2 weeks, CJ and everybody. Or Green Mile, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got that on the list too.
we don't want nothing that's too triggering. We want to have fun a
Right.
little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't mind the hood movies, little gangster movies. I don't mind them, and we don't want. And then the mafia ones. Now you did what? You did Scarface, right?
Um. Yeah, I
And
did Scarface.
did you do Godfather?
Yeah, we did. New Moochie and me, I think, did Godfather.
Okay. And then did you
Blood
do
In, Blood Out.
Goodfellas? You do Goodfellas?
Goodfellas. Did I do Goodfellas? I
I'm gonna
think
go through
that's
what,
the. I think that's still
y'all
on the
later.
list.
Y'all, I'm gonna go through my YouTube
I
list because
think
be
that's
honest
still
with you,
on the
everybody in the
list.
chat, I kind of forgot about some of the stuff that I did.
Yeah, it's
And
been so long ago. I have to
yeah,
look through the list again. I know we did Scarface. I joined you for New Jack City. Brillo joined me for Blood In, Blood Out. I did Rose of Petition, The Godfather. Yeah, Goodfellas.
oh, Bronx Tale.
I
Somebody
think
said
you
you
was
do
there
Bronx
too.
Tale.
We did Bronx Tale and did The Warriors. The Warriors was the first one I did.
Okay,
Bronx
somebody
Tale was the
CJ
second
just
one.
asked about the Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I wasn't on any of those then. I wasn't with you on those, right?
You was you are we on any of them?
I don't
Didn't
remember.
you
Yeah,
join us for the Godfather? I mean, not Godfather. I could have
not golf.
sworn you joined us for
Maybe Bronx Tale.
Goodfellas. It was either Bronx Tale or Goodfellas. I have to look at it, but I think you was there for one of
Okay.
those.
Okay, Miss Niecy, we love mafia movies,
Oh,
so
I
yeah,
love those. I
yeah,
love those.
yeah. So we get to them. You know, some maybe me and Tamika will link up for, and then some she'll do her own. Some I'll do my own, and you know, but but just watch all of us. You know what I'm saying? Watch both
She
of us.
said you making you feel old. No, we not old. We
Y'all
not
making
old.
me.
We just
Y'all
love
making.
classic
Look,
movies.
we
I
old.
love classic
I
movies.
mean, I
I
ain't gonna
love
say we
classic
old, but
TV
we see the
shows,
we old. We
music.
seasoned over here.
Okay.
Okay, we
Yeah,
seasoned over here. So
little season, little spicy.
now
Okay.
Casino, that'd be a good one to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Casino's
that's a
on the
long movie.
list.
That's a
Yeah,
long
that's a
movie.
long
So
one too. That's
yeah, that's
definitely
a
on the
long
list.
movie. Yeah. You know what we have to do is we have to get back to doing some Discord movies. This
Yeah.
watching in this
Mhm.
Discord because we can get this group like this and no, if we get a good 6 or more people, 10 people, that's a nice crowd to watching the
Mhm.
Discord. Because we did that a couple of times, you know.
Yeah. I used to be way more active before with doing stuff like that, just with everything that was going on. But
Oh yeah,
long as
we
my
understand
house
things
stays
have, you know.
stable, I'm
But
definitely
we don't have
down
to
for it.
commit all on a regular, but like
Yeah.
every now and then we're gonna find a movie night and we'll set it up in the Discord.
Hmm.
You know, you need the Discord link. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Hold up before we get up out of here. Let me see if I can pull it up in Discord. Just give me a second. But we'll do that. We will. Oh shoot, this thing is. It's asking me to log. What's my damn log? It used to just pop right up. Now it's asking me for a damn login. Oh Lord, I don't even remember what it used to just pop right up. Let me see. Hold up. It got to be this. Okay, here it come. I'm like, all right. Let me see. Where's the ladies one at? This ladies, and this is where we send to invite. Okay, copy.
Yeah.
Get this out of here. Get
Yeah,
this.
because sometimes we used to have movie nights in there. Sometimes we would play music. I had a couple of birthday celebrations in
Okay,
there,
okay,
but
you
ever since I
okay.
got sick, we kind of fell off with it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it's on the Discord link is in my page
yeah,
and Tamika's page.
yeah,
Can you have more than one Discord? Yeah, people got
yeah.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think people got more than one Discord. Yeah, I mean I just I'm in that one with the ladies and then I'm on the other ones with the fellas on, Detroit and them got their
Yeah.
thing. And then I'll be over there with them sometime. But they yeah, they yeah, they people have more than one Discord.
Mm-hmm.
But uh it's a nice little community. But we used to do, we ain't doing all the time, but we used to do the watch part. Oh, so I'm gonna say something behind this. I'll talk to you behind the scenes about something I did. Wait a minute. But we maybe we'll come up with we'll try to gather the group and see if we can do a watch movie or something. We'll
Mm-hmm.
come up with a
Yeah.
day to do it. Maybe before the
Yeah.
end of the summer. Like a
Mm-hmm.
that we'll
Yeah,
come up with something.
definitely.
Yeah, I want to be on stage whenever you do. Wherever I do what the Outsiders or something. But we'll talk about it. Yeah, you can send me a message in Discord about it. Um, um, but anyway, we're gonna get on out of here. It's a little over 2 hours, but I enjoyed it. Thank you, Tamika, for joining me.
Yes. Thank you for
And
having me. I appreciate it. I said, wait a
yeah.
minute. I got that on my
Oh,
list. So I
read the
figured I
comment.
would catch you.
Well, this comment
Uh,
here, I just read that one. That's what you're talking about. I really want to be on stage when you do. Okay, we'll talk about it when I do something. Just let me
yeah.
know.
Shout out
Just
to
let me
all of
know.
y'all. Thank y'all for joining.
Oh no,
Appreciate
this one here,
y'all.
I think you said, Inga, make sure I'm on stage whenever you do my second favorite mob movie, which is I think the greatest. Oh, Departed. Okay, I want to talk about it.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, I
all
got
right,
that on the list too. That is a good
okay,
movie. That's a real
okay.
good movie. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll consider it, Matthew. Okay. All right. We will consider it. So yeah, long as you cool, we ain't got no problem with somebody, join us. But we can't have no foolishness. You know what I'm saying? We'll throw you out to me, right? We'll throw you
Yes,
back on
quick,
out.
fast, and in a
But
hurry.
no,
Okay.
But Matthew been up there with Detroit in us
Mm-hmm.
before, so he's all right. Okay. See you in the somebody telling you something to me. Could see
Oh,
you.
House of the Dragon.
Oh,
Yes.
House of Dragon chat. Oh, okay, okay, all
Thank
right,
you. Appreciate
all
it.
right, all right.
Appreciate y'all for
So
coming through.
before
Now,
we,
if
yeah,
y'all want
I just got.
Shaft, make sure y'all come
I
back
was just getting
Sunday.
ready to say that one last time. One last time. We got Shaft, 1971 version, not the Sam
Mm-hmm.
Jackson one. It's the
Mm-hmm.
1971 with Richard Roundtree, the
Mm-hmm.
legend Richard Roundtree. Rest in peace to him. And we're doing that Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all get ready. We gonna be in the 70s. Okay. Now, the night we was in the 80s, we taking it back to the 70s. So, and let me see. And I just want y'all to remember that please don't forget to like, share, comment, do all those things, and then follow me on Instagram. Okay. So we're gonna get on out of here, and I will see y'all on the next one. See y'all Sunday. Bye.